Howdy. Here we are back at the Council of Reeds, where we talk enough comics, movies, and toys to put you to sleep. I'm Dylan, here with Jason,
Yep.
Nitin,
Hi.
Fomi,
Hey.
and Dave.
Almost crashed on the way here due to sleep.
Hooray.
Due to lack of sleep or
Micro sleeps?
Micro sleep.
No, I didn't micro sleep.
Rest
Oh.
Of
for
course
five.
not, because it's good.
Yeah.
That's all you do, Dave. Micro sleep. Rest, revive, survive.
That's due to sleep apnea, isn't it? Poor Dave.
Poor Dave.
Poor Dave.
He's incapable of microsleeps, unfortunately. Our two main featured comics of this week are Reptil
Reptil? Yep.
and Milestone Returns.
Yep.
We also have brand new issue previews to scour through, and of course, Dave's film Flashback. Who Framed Roger Rabbit?
Yes.
Indeed.
Spoiler's probably the best one yet.
Oh, definitely the best one yet.
I am a
Classic.
rating last week.
Alright, where's that pile of comics? Over
Pretty
here.
there.
Alright. How was Milestone?
I thought Milestone, it was good for the most part.
Did you read
I
Milestone?
remember.
I guess, Nitin, tell people what Milestone is. Not even this, just in general.
Milestone was DC's. It was a DC imprint back in the day, in the 90s, with mostly African American characters. Set in a fictional town called Dakota.
Yes.
And something, I can't remember what happened, but it was some sort of government incident that caused them all to have superpowers. There was, I can't remember all of them, but there was Static, which became
Static Shock.
Static Shock, the cartoon, which was excellent.
It was a great cartoon.
There was Hardware, which was the first one I read, incidentally. Icon and Rocket. There was Blood Syndicate. I think there was a couple of others I can't remember, but those are the ones I remember. And they were really good. This is mainly focusing on...
Because at the time it was generally African American creators and
absolutely.
doing characters.
yes.
Okay. Cool.
You know, people complain about, oh, they just push diversity. They were always doing stuff like that, man. Like, it's not new, bro.
Really mix the art up, don't they? That's
Yeah,
really cool.
yeah.
No,
And this is
works.
like a launching for the new books,
yes.
imprint, Milestone imprint books.
Give it another crack.
yeah,
They
and-
give it a crack every 5 years or so.
And they've redone the origin of how they get the powers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was going to say it looks like a real modern...
It's
Yes.
very
Contemporary.
it's contemporized. The Static Shock story is very disappointing.
Yeah, I didn't like that one.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Because Static Shock's the coolest.
He was my favorite, and then just the whole story in there was like I was disappointed
It's
by it.
just too... Yeah.
But I did like the Hardware bit and
Because he was
Rocket.
like... yeah, he was cool.
Yeah.
There's a lot of edge to him, so to speak, I guess.
So he's like a Iron Man type character.
Yep.
But he was
Yep.
but he's cool. So yeah, that's just the starting point for the new series.
Yeah.
Very
It's very modern and contemporary with its themes and protests and all
with
that sort
the
of stuff.
with the times.
Yeah.
So
very-
what, you've got 3 new books coming out from
Yeah.
Yes.
that, essentially?
Yes.
Okay. Well,
And-
4. No, 3.
Three.
I think.
Yeah.
So
Because like it's pretty much all written by Hoodlin,
yeah.
Reggie Hoodlin, who did a classic Black Panther run.
Right.
That they made a cartoon of as well.
Mhm.
You know, the middle one.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that
Okay.
guy.
Yeah.
And like he's a movie TV dude and
That
stuff.
motion cartoon was really well done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was good. Like he's the perfect guy to be heading it up. The art, because
There's different artists in there, so
it changes up. Like it's one story, but each sort of have their own thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
For the main part, there's a backup stuff. The main story. So yeah, the art changes a lot for each.
Is there a
thing.
supervillain trying to do some sort of sound
Yeah.
augmentation in Liverpool?
I
at the
hope that
moment?
doesn't show up on the
'Cause that's
audio.
quite loud for us, so
Yeah.
hopefully it's not loud for the people that are listening at the moment. That's not us. There's no shoulder massage.
Street sweeper, maybe?
Maybe a street sweeper, but
It's getting dimmer.
I seem to be
Yeah.
gone
Oh,
now.
yeah.
So yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
Oh,
guys.
good.
Continue on,
Please.
Dave. What you were saying?
This girl's on the toilet.
that's Static.
Ah,
It's...
That's Static.
Or guy. I don't
You just
know.
misgender Static? Assumed he's gender?
They ruined Static. From this little bit, they
Yeah.
ruined.
Yeah, Static I
the
did not
coolness
enjoy
of
it
Static.
all. Because he's like, he's getting beat up by the.
And that was
White bully,
happening
he's-
in the original, but
Yes,
it was not as
It was a SpiderMan.
Yeah.
Basically, was his deal, right? He's
Mhm,
Spider-Man.
absolutely,
Right?
yeah.
Oh,
Peter
okay.
Parker, loser kid, gets powers, right? Like that's what he was. So, like even in the cartoon, sort of
Yeah.
thing. But yeah, he was just a bit too whiny.
Hmm.
I don't know. I wasn't really a big fan of the Static part at all. It was pretty.
Mm-hmm.
Prettier than some of the pages. Some of the pages, you're like, oh my god, get that man an inker!
Hey, Jim Lee did the
Yes.
first 2 pages of the backup.
Yeah, like the preview sort of thing or whatever it is.
Not a fan of the art of this one, I have to say.
It's different artists. In
Yeah,
there.
it's
Well,
different
it
artists,
mixes
but-
up so much.
Because the rocket one's, Icon of Rocket's crisscross.
Yeah.
Makes you
hasn't
want to
done.
jump. Yeah.
Yeah.
So for the most part, I enjoyed it. The static bit
Yeah.
disappointed me.
Yeah, it just wasn't, I don't know. It was a bit flat. Like,
Yeah.
I think Static, you just think of a bit more, a little more fun.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Electric Kid. His name's Static Shock. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
Anyway,
But the other parts, yeah, the hardware was the best, I felt.
I'll probably pick up the hardware book.
And like Icon and Rocket, potential.
Mm-hmm.
Potential. But yeah, it was good. I enjoyed it.
When I saw they were bringing them back, I'm like, oh, new static.
Yes.
But then
And the Static even, I think there's still potential in the book to be okay.
art's
It
not
was-
great in it.
Yeah, it's trying to be real pretty, but not for me, art-wise as well. But I think there's potential because they're not all. I think some of the artists ain't actually the artists that are doing the book
Oh,
stuff.
really?
Which
That's
confused
odd.
me when I was,
Oh.
because back they got the ads,
Mhm.
and I'm like, but that's not the guy that drew that stuff. Oh, I don't know. I read, what was that one? Reptil?
Reptil.
Anyone else read Reptil?
I didn't read it.
I had a
I had a
quick flick
flick.
through just then.
Yeah, I had a flick.
I read
the
Reptil.
other
It was
day.
okay. Look, I liked
I've-
Reptil from Avengers Initiative days and Academy and Superhero Squad.
Superhero Squad? Yeah, I thought
Yeah.
so, yeah.
I don't even remember him from Superhero
I thought he was a
Squad.
new character. He's
No,
been around for a
no,
while.
yeah,
I thought
you know, like, Dan Slott, like Initiative time when the kids all had
I
to
didn't read any of
register, and Dan Slott wrote the Initiative book, and it was
Oh, I thought he was new from Superhero Squad.
no.
Oh, okay.
What is
He was really annoying in that cartoon.
what is Kamala's law in this?
okay. It's spinning out of the champion stuff.
Yeah.
It's just nothing new. That was a bit of the problem. In Eric, so he was originally in Initiative, which was post Civil War, when everyone had to register. So all the kids had to go to the Avengers Initiative, which became morphed into Avengers Academy, and the idea was the kids got to train to learn how to use their powers. And then after that ran a course, nobody cared. Yeah, because the registration sort of basically went nowhere, right?
Yep.
Really, once Civil War, which, you know, it was weird.
Is it still in effect?
Registration Act?
Yeah.
Well, no, because Kamala's law is spun out of the Champions storyline, where Kamala Khan, I assume it is, based on her name, where all teens have to register with the government and have a protege and more experience.
Right.
Or no, they got to be a protege, they got to have a mentor.
Sure.
And I'm like, I'm reading it, I'm like, this is where this kid came from 10
Yeah.
years ago.
That's the
It's a
registration.
bit-
It
Yeah.
says it banned teenage superheroes
Yes.
from using their powers unless they are registered and had an approved mentor. Alright.
That's what I just said.
I should have read it.
Cool, so it's the Registration Act.
Basically,
But
but,
for
but
kids,
even then,
for
the
kids.
Registration Act wasn't new either. That's what
No.
they were done with the mutants for 30 years before that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that was the whole point of the mutants. They wanted to have a Registration Act of the mutants, and that's what Sentinels. So it was all, it wasn't really new.
This double page.
It's just
spread was
the
annoying to
Simpsons.
read.
That's his history. It was hard to read. I was like,
I was
where do I
like,
read?
do I go here and then yeah.
Oh,
I think
what-
I read
what
it
is
right.
that?
I had that in a Hulk book the other day. I didn't know which way
So
to
I'm
read.
guessing I just went down, up. I guess
Yeah.
it's a zigzag of
Oh.
sorts, but
There's a lot, yeah.
I, wouldn't
I
know
think
how
I
to
lost
read
it
that.
down.
No,
Yeah,
I read it.
so-
I'm pretty sure perfectly. At first, I was a little lost, but you go by the speech bubbles. You try to
Yeah.
ignore the panels.
Oh, yeah.
Speech
Just
bubbles.
the flow of the speech bubbles.
Yes.
Yeah.
But so the kid Reptil, he's got a amulets. He's also just another Peter Parker. You know, he's got his parents are missing, presumed dead, maybe missing. Grandfather looks after him or whatever, but he's got an amulet that's embedded into his chest, and it lets him turn into any dinosaur of choice. So he usually gets the big legs or a tail or whatever, arms, and in. Later in the Avengers Academy stuff, I think he got like pin particles and he turned into like a whole giant
Oh.
dinosaur or whatever.
That's
And he
pretty
started getting out of control, but because he was going full dinosaur, not just doing his arms or legs.
Second step
So like
evolution.
I
he's
feel like
not.
his brain is
Yeah,
well.
that's basically what happened. So
Ah.
in this, it's all about he's been out of the scene because his grandfather's sick or something like that, and you know, with the Kamala law, he's out. He's not doing the superhero deal, but obviously stuff happens, and obviously I think he's going to bring it back. It was very. Like, I enjoyed it. It was fine. It's not something I would necessarily read myself, but I'm not the target audience, man.
Yeah,
40-year-old
it's
man.
That's
is,
what I felt
you
when
know?
I flicked through.
And, like, he's Latino and is very... It's good. I have no problem with that. It's what the book should be. Trying to get some young kids. And it felt... me didn't talk before about the Milestone. When I read that, it was like sometimes I'm like, come on, Hoodlum, man, you're 50. Stop trying to talk like you're 12. But this felt more natural in the way the kids were talking.
Oh, yeah.
A little like his cousins. One's a fashion blogger or something, you know, because everyone's got to be something. Watch our podcast. But I enjoyed it. Like, the best bit, my favourite bit, was the cousin is like, you know, catch up his cousin or whatever, and the cousin's like, why don't you turn into some dinosaurs I don't know? He's like, what's that? And he's like, man, you can turn into any dinosaur you want, and you know, like, Triceratops and T-Rex, man. Here's the Dino app, learn some more dinosaurs. And it was just, you're like, that's really good, right?
Yeah.
Also, what kind of kid does not know dinosaurs?
Yeah,
That's the other thing.
Latino.
Yeah, I know.
How
but
could he not know?
dinosaurs.
I can tell you 5 dinosaurs.
How could he not know Velociraptor? Like,
Well,
Have
he
you not-
does it in there, but
Yeah, I know, but that's what I mean. Like, he knows the top 5 probably.
Yeah.
I could name 5 dinosaurs,
Yeah,
maybe
can't
6.
wait.
So does
just become a
him coming back
Brachiosaurus.
into it mean he's going to get a mentor because he has to?
Oh, I don't know, because I haven't read any of the Champion stuff where I don't think they've got any mentors.
Oh, okay.
I think they're still on, they're on the run in Champions,
Is that it?
so I'm not sure what his deal's going to be.
Okay.
But yeah,
Yeah.
look, it was fun, light. A superhero with not too much stuff, but the interesting, like the parents thing, I'm like, well, that's clearly going to go somewhere.
cool.
So they made a big deal about, like, you know, what's the Day of the Dead stuff? It's Day of the Dead anyway. Because they got
De La Muertos.
yeah, they got pictures for his parents that they're going to put up, and he loses it. Like, they're not gone, man. You can't put them up. They're not dead. No, they haven't been seen for years. But I think that's going to definitely play a part. But it was a fun read. The art's nice. I liked it, but I'm not. You know, it was okay.
Yeah.
Didn't blow my socks off. But at the same time, it's not like I was bored. I was like, and I did always like the kid in the old stuff. He was one of the better ones. Annoying at times because he's also aged up a bit, which is a bit better.
Oh, okay.
You know, for
That helps
yes,
sometimes.
yes. But yeah, it was good.
All right, this week, big wave of Heroes Reborn stuff.
Wow.
So, issue 4.
Yes.
Plus, how many tie-ins?
It's 5-parter, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
3 tie-ins?
Yes.
We're going to talk about the main issue first?
Yeah, for sure.
Cool. So, yeah, this issue revolves around...
Go for it. Don't hold back. Seriously.
You gonna have a look back? Because we talked about that the other night. Yeah.
Oh, yeah? Okay.
Yeah.
This is all about Dr. Spectrum, who is the Green Lantern analog.
Okay.
Yeah, and he's talking about being a lawman in space and
Yeah.
spreading American
Yeah,
justice.
yeah. Showing these spacies how great
Yeah.
America is.
Yeah. These
There's
savages-
only one God, and he's American. You know?
Oh, no.
Well, the whole book's littered with that stuff.
Yeah, the whole series, but this one,
Yeah.
man, it just took
Yeah.
it to a whole new level.
Okay.
He's like Air Force pilot as well.
Yeah. Like, he is
Rah,
how Jordan
America.
is ramped up to 11 on the knobness.
Yeah. And he's making constructs, like rainbow constructs and stuff.
Yeah.
Tanks and machine guns.
Yeah. We got the... and like you see all the different aliens and like Skrulls and things and watches and whatever. Because when we flicked through it, me and Dylan were like, it doesn't look very DC this time.
Yeah, probably least
Yeah.
of them all, but it's still got
Yeah, when
quite a
you
bit
read
in
it.
there.
Yes.
It's crazy.
Oh, wow.
Like, the art's very different.
Yeah, James
Stocco is
Stocco.
one of my favorite artists.
Yep.
He's very
Wow.
detailed. I really,
Oh,
Yeah.
his detail is amazing.
I really
yeah.
dig it. He did like
He did
Godzilla in Hell, which was excellent. He did the Alien book.
Yep.
Dead Orbit.
Yeah.
That
Dead Orbit
was
was
incredible,
so
man.
You might want to, I don't know.
His art is fantastic. I'm buying that just this issue because of this art.
At first, when
Holy
I
hell.
flicked through this, I like his stuff, but I was a
I've
bit...
seen enough then.
the colouring, I was a bit at first, right? Because it
Yeah.
all looks a bit samey after a while. But when I read it, it did not bother me
Yeah.
at all.
No, I get it. It's very pastel-y, but
Yes.
I guess that works for Dr.
It does,
Spectrum.
does.
I mean, you've seen it.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Yeah.
But let's just say there was Lobo was in it this
Nice.
time.
Yes. That was awesome. And yeah, we had to read that to get it.
Yes.
'Cause at first we were
you
like,
couldn't.
oh,
Where's the DC-ness? There's no...
Yeah.
Oh, is that?
Yeah.
Ah, awesome.
Like he rocks up on a space
Yeah, I
bike.
saw
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
Yeah, okay,
yeah.
yeah.
Oh.
Okay, so he's supposed to be
Yeah.
Robo.
Yeah.
Cool.
But that whole bit, like, he was... Wow, that was cool. Like,
The fight. Oh,
Yeah,
man,
yeah.
it gets so messed up.
oh, it was
Cool.
good. Because looking before I read it, I was like, this one, I've been loving this here, and this one, I was like, this one looks like the weak one.
Yeah,
and I
same.
thought I like Dr. Spectrum, but it was not the weak one. It might have been the best one. Yeah, it's good. It's good.
That's
It's good.
great.
It's good. Yeah, they had 3 one-shots this time. The X-Men one, Magneto, and the Mutant Force.
Yes. How'd that go?
That was not too bad. It was weird.
Again, that was not very DC-ish, was it?
No, not really at all. At all. It's just, which makes sense.
Yes.
The X-Men are just so big in their own thing. It's still X-Men.
Yeah, they don't really have a counterpart in
No.
DC. DC never really tried to...
No, not really.
Oh, okay. So that's how. All right.
So, like, in it, obviously, they went to war with Squadron. The X-Men, obviously. The mutants, the X-Men previously. And they lost... Spoilers, but they lost Xavier. So, like, Magneto, you know, and he's got what's left.
Let's kill it again.
Yeah, well, of course. So it's Magneto's running what's left of the X-Men, but it's some odd choices of who's in the team. You're not your main, like,
You know who
Like-
I miss?
what's her name? Saba. Like, man, when was the last time I seen her in a book? Like, yeah, his team is not your average X-Men lineup, so that was interesting, something a bit different.
You know how I miss though? Like, it's gonna be a really like out there, but Hunt for Xavier storyline, and they
Yes.
had the secondary X-Men.
What do you mean?
Like it was one of them was like onomatopoeia, so he just said one word,
Yeah, sure, yeah.
like, and then he had like I think
Oh, yes,
yeah,
yes,
like
yes,
that
yes,
team.
yes. Because there wasn't a very good run, so they've forgotten. Just like X-Men. This is what X-Men do. New dude comes in, he uses his sort of 4 favourite characters from when he was a kid, creates 4 of his own new ones, and then the next dude comes on and is like, get out, get out, get out. Maggot.
Maggot was alright.
Maggot was cool looking, and that's about all.
Yeah, that's all he was, Dave. He looked
Yes.
cool.
One of the other times was Siege Society.
Yes.
Man, I love me some Baron Zemo.
Yes.
So I had to read this. Basically, Zemo rounds up a bunch of essentially mercenaries and stuff, and he's like, I don't like Americans. Americans are coming into
Europe. Yeah.
The Squadron is bringing their Americanness into Europe.
Yes. Because he's like, he's got a secret
okay.
base under like
Yeah.
Japan or whatever, and yeah, it's cool.
He's like, you beat my ancestors once.
Yes,
you
yes,
won't
yes,
beat
yes.
me. And he's just
cool.
the whole issue. I swear, most of the text is Zemo just preaching
Yes.
his Nazi-ness.
Because I liked it, but I thought it was a little heavy on the dialogue. I'm like, I get it. After a couple of pages, he's a Nazi.
He just
I
kept
already
going.
knew this, but yeah, it was just I'm like, oh, God.
That is what Nazis
But
do.
the best bit was though, like you seen,
Beat you down with it.
because I read them all in a go. This is the one with extra Squadron members, right?
Yes.
Yes, that was
Yes.
cool. So not just your main squadrons that are in the main book. So there's like a
Are these new characters?
some of them are, some of them are not.
Oh,
like
okay.
like the Tom Tom.
Oh.
No, he'd been the old Squadron because like the original Squadron Spring stuff. There was not just them. There's more.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, and like the Martian Manhunter guy, like that was cool. It was more Justice League wider, not
Okay.
your 7.
Okay.
So that was cool to see. I thought.
His team?
Yeah,
He's-
great lineup.
Yeah, he's
What a
got
lineup.
He's got Black Widow, Steel Russian Spy. He's got Hawkeye.
Yeah.
Ant-Man.
Ant-Man. He's called Fire Ant. And
Saber-tooth.
the best Soviet agent.
Yeah.
Soviet agent.
Yes,
I want
yes.
that shield.
Yes.
Yes. And him and Sabretooth are bickering the whole time.
What's the shield? Is the sequel? And
Yeah, I'm in
Yeah,
60.
yeah.
Look at that.
And the whole time he's talking about how
Silverwitch. That's
what was
cool.
he? There was some stereotypical communist stuff he was saying.
Yes.
And then Sabretooth's like, stop being communist.
Sabretooth
Stop
was
being
the weird one in the bunch, though.
Yes.
And there's no mention why. Yeah, Sabretooth was cool in it, but yeah, he didn't seem to fit as
No.
much, I thought. Yeah, it was good. I think it was the best of the 3 one-shots this week.
Oh, yeah?
I do think it was the best, even though it was a little wordy for my liking.
Oh, cool.
But that's because I was also reading it falling asleep. I'm like, one page I reckon I read 3 times because I just kept sleeping. I'm like, oh, wake up. I got to finish this one book. Oh, wake up. But cool. Young Squadron. That was the next one this week. It's basically the champions. So it's Miles, Kamala and Sam Nova.
Oh, that shit looks
But
good.
With a bit of a Teen
Twist,
Titans,
yeah.
Young
Well,
Justice
Yes.
spin on it.
And then, like, so, Nova is, like, the protege for Spectre. Spectrum. Spectre would have been way more interesting. Miss Marvel is for Power Princess. And Miles is the new Falcon for Nighthawk, who's the Batman, obviously. So, like, in this universe, Nighthawk and Falcon were the team instead of sort of Batman and Robin, or Cap and Falcon. His sidekick was Thingy, and in a one-shot, I think next week's one-shot is the Marvel double feature. It's the night the Falcon died, and it's just the Gwen Stacy off the bridge cover. Yeah. So Goblins killed Falcon. And, like, spoilers. But yeah, so the
Gwen.
yeah, the kid wants to be the new. Like, it was cool because you see how they all sort of get their thing, and like the kid gets it, helping out, and she gets it helping out, and like the Falcon, like Miles, he just rocks up, tries to help out. Nighthawk's having none of it because his dude just died.
Because it's kind of like Tim Drake, right?
Yeah.
From what I saw.
Yeah.
He kind of just puts on the costume. He's like, "Hey, I'm your Robin now."
Yes. The Nighthawk, that one, none of it. Yeah. But it was fun. But just different, like a little bit of a different structure because you got all their own little sections.
I did see that.
Yes. So like you got their origin, the three origins, and then them sort of it was different setup. But in saying that, you got all you needed. Like you got 3 origins plus them as an origin as a team, all in 30 pages. Like that's some pretty good writing.
I have to ask something about this
Yes.
Reborn stuff. Is there a big bad?
Yes. I don't want to say it.
Okay.
Well, I guess technically the Squadron is as well.
Yeah, they are the bad.
Yes.
No, but like,
Oh.
bad that they...
Well, someone has made the other Avengers disappear. So yeah, you'd imagine.
Yeah.
Besides the team that's come in and the Squadron, there is someone else.
And if you'd read Avengers, I'm pretty sure you know what's going on. And who's going on.
I'm 30 issues
I
behind.
know, but
I'm 30
but
issues
you know what's
behind, and I
going
know
on,
who
right?
it is.
Okay.
Because like in the universe, not only Coulson is the president in this universe, right?
Yes.
So
Like the issue like 22 is
Yeah.
like a Coulson issue, and it is amazing.
Yeah.
It may as well be dinner with Coulson. And
Well,
should I shut up? Is that why you're saying
no,
that?
I don't want to ruin Heroes Reborn for you,
Yeah,
baby.
because I'm.
But like the church stuff,
Mm.
whew,
Yeah, that's in 4, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Look
I'm
at
catching
that.
hard.
yeah. Oh no, I noticed. But yeah. Like it's quite obvious what has happened or who is, because basically, you know what it is. It's just House M. There's no more mutants, so
Yeah.
I know exactly who the Scarlet Witch character is that has morphed reality.
Yeah.
If you'd read the Avengers previously, you know what's going on.
I probably will.
But it's still good.
I know Jay said it's dropped, and we'll get into it in a minute, but I'm.
You're at the peak at the moment.
No, I don't think so. I'm around issue close to nearly 30 odd, I think.
Alright.
Is that the War of Realm stuff?
What's that?
You the War of Realm stuff?
No, after that, like it's when the Shia stuff and
Oh
yeah, and the Brood War and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Beautiful,
Yeah.
beautiful.
That's right. McGinnis.
Beginner's art.
Yeah.
Anyway,
It was good until the last 2 arcs.
yeah. So far it's been great. I've really enjoyed the whole run so far.
And
Who read Better Ray Bill?
Beta Ray
I did.
Bill
I bet Red Bill's great, but we tell you that it's great every
every
month.
week.
yeah,
I
rated the saddest cover you've ever seen. Then
didn't say ever seen, but that's a pretty sad cover.
We need some
It's a
piano.
pretty sad book, man.
Yeah.
You need some sad Hulk walking away music going on, man. It's,
But the sadness is balanced by the awesomeness of
Scourge.
Scourge.
Yeah! Oh, Scourge is amazing.
I read all 3 of them last night.
Oh, yeah?
So good.
Yeah, it's a great book.
It's just, man, he does not fail to just bring heavy metal into
the
every
art,
issue.
yeah.
the art is so
This is
nice
just
again.
fun.
Heavy metal and wrestling.
matches.
Yeah.
This is the second issue in the bar where just Rainmaker's the
Yeah.
dude. It's excellent.
Well, I was reading the last page and that someone was like, I know you're a big fan of wrestling. Can you, like, is there a story like a heel turn or whatever?
Yeah.
The inspired by. I was like, oh no, not really, but I love wrestling, so it's always. Did you see me wrestling stuff last issue? I was like, yes, I've seen you wrestling stuff last issue because he answered the letters himself, which I always enjoy.
Awesome.
That's cool.
What else do you read? Anything else?
Couple of DC. You read Batman Superman as well, did you?
Yeah, I did read Batman.
Yeah.
It's still good.
Same view. Just
2 runs.
yeah.
Yeah, it's still going along. It's
The art is
you're getting
good.
a bit more answers in this issue, I will say
Yes.
though. But it's just so amazing.
And it's still just so like weird.
Yeah,
I
it's
would-
very weird.
It's like it gives you some answers, but it's still
No.
so out there. Like,
Yeah.
what's going on?
What about action? How's that been?
Man, the art. I can't praise the art enough, man.
Who's the artist?
Daniel Samper.
I never heard of him before. Man.
He did. Was it Tom Taylor's run on Suicide Squad?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and it was it's amazing, man. And it's
the
just
best
a real,
art going DC. I just don't know their names
it's just a real solid Superman
because
art.
they all look
so
the
far.
same.
Because it's Kennedy Johnson writing as well. Action and Superman, they're both solid.
Yes.
Yeah, nothing that has me going
yeah,
insane.
yeah.
But it's a solid Superman story. I have no complaints.
Any other DC I read was Robin this week.
Oh yeah,
Issue 2, that was good.
yeah.
Yeah, because the first issue was really good. Into the Robin.
Okay.
Yeah. Second issue is not bad still.
Yeah, but it's different, right?
Yeah.
Like it kind of spins it on
Yeah,
its head a
yeah.
bit.
Yeah, you know what the deal is. You like explain and stuff. It's
Cool.
That big cliffhanger at the first issue.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's cool. That's about all I read. I read Aliens. That was good.
Yeah, I read Aliens. Very quick read.
Oh, you
I'm
smashed that in
getting-
like 2 seconds.
A bit bored of it just because I've seen it so many times. Wily Tiny trying to harness an alien.
Yeah.
I mean, I've
Those
seen
are
it every time.
But what about those goats?
Yeah,
That
those
was
things
actually
are-
what I wanted to say. You
those
mentioned the
things-
goats.
Those things were freaky.
It was like alien goats.
Do we have any issues or you're sold out?
I don't
well-
think we grabbed one.
No, we didn't grab one.
Okay.
Because I wasn't going to talk about it because I was like, we can't talk about the same books all the time.
No, I said the
But
goats.
the goats. You got to see
Yeah.
the goats.
Who? So this backup.
And
Yeah.
that was interesting, I
Yeah.
thought, too, actually.
This backup.
On...
Action. Passenger. The art is
I don't know.
very interesting.
Why didn't
Bit
get
like Magnola, but like
What on
Ramita,
earth is that?
Michael Avon Deming.
Yes!
What?
The goats and they're eating their own dead and...
Really?
Whoa.
Space goats.
Yeah. That was cool.
Space goats.
Alien.
Avon
Okay,
Deming.
cool. Right.
That's a D, isn't it?
Space Goats.
Yeah.
From coast to coast.
No, I
Avon
think that's
Deming.
O. Isn't
Goats
it?
are goats.
Michael Avon Deming.
No, isn't it Omen?
Oh, yeah, it is Omen. It is
It's
Omen. It
Omen.
is Omen. It is Omen.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it's Omen. Like he did powers and...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. That's why I've seen the art before.
Yes, yes.
And that's why I can't say. That's why you're the name person.
Yes. I think that's
Could read.
about all I read. I'm trying to think.
Yeah, same here. That's pretty sure.
You read.
Yeah. Might have been something else, but
Cool.
probably something we've already talked about because I tried to not think about it.
All right.
'Cause it was not a big week of new sort of stuff.
No, it's good stuff that is
Oh,
continuing
so good.
to be good.
Yes,
And
100%.
yeah, there is only so much we could say about
Yes. Because there's more books I can tell you that are good, but you don't want to hear me say the same thing all the time.
that. Oh, this is good.
Yeah,
Last week.
Bye, Hulk.
Bye, shit.
indeed. Hulk especially.
All right. What's next?
What are we up to, Funny?
Wait.
No,
Yeah,
didn't-
you're
Oh, didn't
Well, I was
Newton.
Oh,
gonna-
you read?
I read a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, Newton.
Oh, yeah.
You reading?
Yeah.
I read the Stargate
Counting
Spring
on you.
Break special.
How was that?
It was really good.
Yeah, Jeff Johns stuff.
I know. And it had like...
We got shorted a few, so I'm waiting for replacements to come next
And
week.
it's-
Hopefully.
self-contained sort of leading into the new series.
Yep.
And it has a Seven Soldiers of
Yep.
Victory, the original. It looks very
Oh.
nice because it's Todd Nuck.
Yep.
So it looks...
Is
One
that
of
the
the best
same? Is
teams
that the
in
same
comics.
art?
Yeah,
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah.
same art.
You know what
It's
I'm...
very Churchill-y.
What I like...
I remember.
Because it's her and Stripe back together, right?
Yeah.
Like, you know, like it's when she went to JSA and like Stripe sort of got
Hmm.
pushed to the side for a few years there. I like that they're back together
Yeah.
more. They're cool. Dynamite.
So it's just her and Red Arrow.
Oh, yeah.
Is that her name? She Red Arrow?
Emiko or whatever her name
Yeah.
is? Yeah.
Red Arrow.
New Red Arrow.
They're
from
sort of
New 52.
teaming up
Oh.
to help because they got left behind because they're kids.
Yeah.
And Crimson Avenger's like, you can't come because you'll die. You know, there's
Yeah,
stuff
yeah,
involved.
yeah.
And I just like the new Crimson Avenger because the design of her with,
Yeah,
the,
yeah.
with the blindfold.
Oh,
and the
yes.
bloodshot and the-
yes.
I haven't seen her in ages, so like she
Yeah.
wrongs. I'm like,
Because I
excellent.
totally forgot.
Yeah.
Because when you said Crimson Avenger, I just thought
Yeah.
old school Crimson
Yeah,
Avenger.
no.
So you said the
That's
new
what I'm saying.
one.
Like,
New one.
oh, I haven't seen you in a long
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
So I was happy with that. But it looks fantastic. The book was pretty good.
Yeah.
It's Jeff Johns writing it.
Yeah.
Stargirl and Stripe. Who wrote the original series of them? Yeah.
Well, the character's based on his sister.
Yeah. And yeah, I enjoyed that. I read the new Mr. Miracle.
Yeah, how was that?
That was really interesting.
Yeah?
Especially the ending.
Yeah.
I don't want to spoil it.
Because it's not like Scott, right? It's the
No,
new
it's
Mr.
the new
Miracle,
one.
yeah?
It's Charlotte Norman.
Yep, sure.
It leads on from, I think, some backups in Future State, I believe.
Ah.
Yeah. There was some Mr. Miracle backups
Right.
in, I think, I want to say Superman.
Mm-hmm.
One of the Superman
Yeah, it
titles.
was actually, I think, yes. It was a Superman book.
Yeah.
Because I didn't read them when I was reading the Future
So
State.
yeah, he's doing his escape things on pay per view, and he's not getting as good ratings as he wants, or as he used to get.
People know he's going to escape all the time.
Yeah, and then there's somebody, and I don't want to spoil who it is. Maybe I should, because it's really interesting. Someone who's like watching it, like using Motherbox technology. He's a fake, blah blah blah.
Oh.
You know, and then there's the other thing. His manager's like, maybe you should take off your mask, and he's like, I can't because I'm African American. People may not, you know.
Yep.
I'm Mr. Miracle, blah
Yep.
blah. Anyway, it's pretty good. I like where it was going, and at the end, the person like is sabotaging him and the Motherbox and other stuff. And I think, anyway, other stuff. It's they say they're Scott Free and Big Barda's kid.
Oh.
Like,
Oh.
yeah, that's who they say they are. And you know, I'm the rightful Mr. You know,
Because
Miracle Heir.
when they did this new Mr. Miracle, I was like, ah! Like, Mr. Miracle is my favourite of the new guys.
I love Mr. Miracle.
That is the
So
answer.
much.
We need a...
He's the coolest looking. He's got the coolest stuff. He's loosely based off
Neil
Stranko.
Bought the Jack Kirby issue.
Yes, he's amazing. And I don't want a new dude as Mr. Miracle.
We need a Jason soundboard.
What else should we?
I read a crossover trade.
Oh yes, that was
It's my trade of the week. Trade of the week.
Did I put it up there? Or did
Yeah, it's still up there. You should buy it. It's really good. I know we talked about it before, but you know,
It looks amazing.
Looks amazing. Art's great.
Self-contained? No second
No.
trade?
No, there will be.
There'll be second trade. It's
will
ongoing.
come.
Alright. Oh,
Because you don't get really much, if anything, out of it.
For now, it is
It's a
ongoing.
very nice taster.
okay.
Mm.
Alright.
It's really good. I like
So
that.
comic booky. Like, it might be the most comic booky thing going around.
That double page spread in the last issue of all
Yeah.
the superheroes
That
fighting
was
each
nice.
other was excellent.
It's the little touches that makes the book. Like, that double page, the zombies being black and white.
Yes.
Like, little things like that.
That is sharp.
Yeah.
If you haven't heard of crossover, it's an incident happens in Denver, Colorado, where every single superhero appears in this town and starts fighting each other.
As you do.
And then one of them builds a force field around Denver, and they're all stuck in there, and there's backlash against comic books and comic book characters, and the government's got some of them locked up, and
And
That-
how
Conspiracies.
wide are comic book characters are we talking?
Oh, you see in the shadows, like,
Very different.
Turtles.
Batman,
Turtles.
Turtle, like,
Yeah.
You like-
not just image characters.
That's what I was getting at.
Yes.
Everyone's there. All the
Well,
ones that can show probably legally.
Yes. Yeah.
Not
yeah.
legally, but you know
To a
they've
point,
got.
Yes.
To a point.
Yes.
Yes.
How much is
As you said, in the
parodyiness?
Yeah,
shadows.
yeah.
In the shadows works very well.
It was like that issue of Spawn where Cerebus is in it, and
Yes,
they're walking
yes.
down the where all the superheroes are, you know,
Oh.
in prison.
Because I was expecting. There hasn't been a lot of Marvel stuff yet, and since he clearly is Marvel's favorite writer going around these days, yeah, I expect more Marvel-like ones to come through sooner.
And
or later.
they've been mentioned,
Yes,
but you haven't
not
seen any.
seen many really.
No.
Compared, you see more DC.
Yeah.
There was like a museum and there's a shield.
Yes.
But that was
That's about
probably the
it,
most
right?
you got.
But
Yeah.
it's only like you only see red, white, and blue. You don't see a star.
Yeah, yeah,
so
yeah,
it's just,
yeah.
But you know, it's Cap Shield
Yeah,
and other
100%.
stuff. Oh, and no. When the kid goes and sees that FBI director, but he's not.
yeah.
His office has got a ring.
Yes.
He's got Spidey's
Yes.
web
yes,
shooter.
Yes.
And there's something else in there
Okay.
as well.
So maybe they killed all the Marvel one. Yeah,
But yeah,
great.
crossover. Buy crossover. It's my trade of the week.
Sweet.
Yeah, I might try it.
Take that from the plane trip.
Yeah, you love it.
Yeah.
I think that's all. I read.
All right, let's go back in time then, Foms.
Oh, Dave, anything?
Do you read anything?
else?
No, I've been too busy.
Cool.
January 2020.
Oh my
Ooh.
god!
Yeah. So we're
2 months before COVID.
So yeah, which means not a huge amount of books.
You're going to be ahead on some books than me.
He's already ahead of me.
Seriously.
He's already
Could
ahead
be.
of me.
So highlights and lowlights. Highlights definitely, and I didn't expect it to be, Curse of Ravencroft Carnage, post Absolute Carnage. Ravencroft got penitentiary institution, whatever you want to call it, got annihilated, and this is the story of Frank Terry's story. Holy hell, Frank Terry!
Nobody writes bad guys as good as Frank Terry.
Oh man! But it's the story of this bot in America, this piece of land that has been doomed since day dot. And it just goes back in time and talks about this plot of land over the years and the different deaths and massacres, and always seems to end up in a spiral of carcasses and bones.
So it's just like cursed. Pretty
Well,
much.
cursed, but the spirals are very poignant to what was happening recently with a certain god coming and everything happening around Carnage, and then showed the first ever mass serial killer, which was from that spot, and his surname was Cassidy. And,
Oh,
oh, dude, it is excellent.
That's one of my favorite horror tropes. Is like something that's been cursed.
Yeah. No matter
Like
what.
since the beginning.
I cannot recommend that book highly enough, and the art matches it perfectly as well. So yeah,
that was a one shot, yeah?
I don't know. I think the book. No, the book does continue on because it's essentially. So you've got Misty, you've got Werewolf by Night. What's his name?
No, Werewolf. No, John Jameson.
John Jameson is what I meant.
Also Werewolf.
Manwolf.
Jack Russell.
Meow.
Manwolf. That's what it's getting at. And
Jack Russell.
Wilson
Russell's well
Fisk
played.
is in it because they're doing something with the lands.
The mayor of Albuquerque.
And essentially, and then they found the excavation people, and the book ends with them walking down into a hidden section of Ravencroft that no one ever knew about. So it does continue on. Where it continues on to, I'm not sure.
Oh, because the Ravencroft stuff was like a whole bunch of one shots kind of thing.
And some stuff, I think, did it not finish? Maybe some stuff I think was
nowhere.
No, there was some COVID casualties along the way.
Of course, I don't expect that's going to happen.
There's a few books that just you're gone.
That sounds familiar,
yeah. I
actually.
think Ravencroft might be one of those.
Yeah.
The Scream is one of those.
Yeah,
I don't think they'd ever
but that's
finish it
restarted back up now, hasn't it? Essentially, kind
properly.
of.
It's about to.
Scream
I
one,
think,
yeah. Hulk's in a really good spot at the moment with Rox and company, and dude, that Minotaur boss.
Is it Dario?
I swear
Dario,
that guy
yeah, he's
just
great.
crushes 3 heads an issue. Whenever he's sick of talking to someone, it's just crunch. Next person.
Him in,
it is hilarious.
Was it like Jane Foster Thor?
Yeah.
I loved him in
Yeah.
that.
He's
just
a
so
great
funny.
character.
He's such a good character, and the way he's drawn, he's just such an ugly looking.
I think he's more
creep.
brutal in the Hulk
Oh,
stuff.
he's so
Really?
Oh,
Okay.
dude.
Yeah.
Like he's just crushing skulls of all his employees.
Why you take a job?
I
Right?
reckon.
The issue was really well done too, because it was a countdown to Hulk was trying to get ahead of everyone. So it's a 3 similar to that Batman Superman with the film scripts where you had 3 ongoing stories, and it was how am I going to read this? And I actually just read each one itself, and it worked. And then I went back and went the other way, and it still worked each way. So
cool.
that was really cool. But then the next issue was the trap, where he realized no one else could come and help, and he set 4 massive kaiju. The art is mental.
Because it's the Zemu stuff or whatever, right?
Yes. He's just about to. That's
yes. Who's the
the original Hulk. Yeah, the big white dude.
Yes.
And he's just coming out in all his glory.
that's great.
Yeah, so that's just happened. So the next issue is going to be the fight between, because Hulk's just getting torn apart at the moment. But there was this really cool scene in the Gamma base where Samson and Betty are just talking as normal. Bruce comes in out of nowhere, and Betty's just normal, and he's like, "Hey, Samson," and Betty just turns around and turns into the Banshee and just goes, "We're talking," and like he's just ugly as hell. Oh, it's so well done. and Samson's just like, "Oh, okay, yeah, no worries." So good. Hulk. I'm gonna say it
People
again.
don't talk enough about how amazing Joe Bennett's art on this series
He's
has been.
incredible.
Amazing.
It's so ugly, beautiful with the monsters.
Yep.
But the people,
Yep.
everything is excellent. Everything in this book is
I
excellent.
will buy whatever he goes on next. I might not stick with it, but whatever he goes on, But he's an instant try next after this. And I liked him before, but this book, out of the
I'm still surprised they kept Betty as Harpy.
Yeah.
All these
Harpy,
years.
that's what I meant. Sorry, not Banshees.
Some random things.
It's so cool. And
MODOK did to her.
And they're really
Back in the
continuing with it
70s.
when we talk about previous. It's,
Still going on.
Yeah, still going on strong.
She's so weird looking.
It is, yeah. So,
Neck-looking thing.
Avengers, they're over Shia, just McGuinness arc with Gladiator, Hulk, like She-Hulk or Hulk, I don't know what we're calling her these days, but Hulk in that Avengers group got a new costume, and it's like she's an Instagram model because there's not a lot to it.
Oh, is it like the midriff one?
Holy
yeah.
moly! And then
It's a big-
yeah, and then
It's like a One Piece, recently with the.
I think she's Sue Storm in the 90s.
it's kind of like Black Panther suit where it builds up the gamma and then she just sprays out green gamma. It looks
Okay.
really weird.
And it's got like this real hexagonal pattern,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
real Jack Kirby.
Yeah, but
Okay.
McGuinness art is just beautiful on it. They just and McGuinness doing a brood Thor looks because Thor got.
I think I saw that issue.
It's amazing.
Oh, and Gladiator. I think he does the
His
best Gladiator in comics.
There's actually a 2-page spread I sent a couple of the boys, and it's just
Jim Lee steps aside.
to the side. Ah, amazing. Couple of standalone books I read. Venom: The End.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, that is one of the art alone is ridiculous, and the paneling and the way it was all put together. But the storyline essentially is he is the last bio earthling, not earthling, but bio species against AI technology in the universe.
Oh.
And him going and working out how to try and win the war, which obviously, unfortunately, it's Venom the End, so he doesn't win against AI because we're never going to win against AI down the track. But the way he goes about it, and because in the storyline for Absolute Carnage, every one that it attaches the codex, so then the Venom has got essentially the DNA of everyone that's ever attached to. So he just starts creating different species with different people that's latched on. So like making multiples with Madrock and then mixing it with, and then having this planet, so then getting a Storm version Venom, so then she can help the keep the weather system, keep creating. It is just ridiculous.
Yeah.
Highly recommend
Is
it.
Adam Warren writing it?
I honestly can't tell you who wrote it, man.
Yeah.
I read so
Which
much.
at the time I was like, we hadn't done anything at Marvel for ages. It was.
And I finally bit the bullet and started reading Symbiote Spider-Man. And it wasn't great at the start because I'm like, I know where this goes. Like he gets rid of the suit. It's a Mysterio story. He's a good character, but not really someone I'm going to gravitate. But then it spun. And
Because it's Peter David.
well, it spun beautifully because then it turned in. It got 5 issues of that, and then it turned into Symbiote Spider-Man Alien Reality, and the Hobgoblin he's the Sorcerer Supreme. He got the book. Like Doctor Strange is a homeless man. It is awesome. It just turned on a dime, and I'm like, yeah, like so. It's an alternate reality. So he was dating Black Cat. Black Cat's Natasha Romanoff.
Cool.
It's like.
Oh, wow.
He
I
goes
bought that
to
mini and never read it.
he goes to visit Aunt May, and a certain someone else opens the door, and he's like, "Holy hell!"
Yeah, I do remember seeing that.
And then other bad things prevail because it's Peter Parker.
I had no idea that was
It's amazing.
reality.
I am so because I almost shelved it and went, "No, I probably won't even bother." And I went, "No, I'll start flicking." And as I'm just skim reading it, and I'm like, "Okay, this is getting more interesting." And then the Alien Reality, I went, "Okay, this is just turned on its head." And so now, essentially, Spidey, after what just happened in the last issue, Spidey's gone back to homeless Dr. Stephen Strange and said, "Teach me everything." So he's about to become like a Spider-Man magician Spider-Man. Black suit, symbiote Spider-Man, magician Spider-Man. Yes.
That's insane.
It's insane. So yeah,
Wow.
I'm very excited for that. Lowlights, XMEN. Horticulturalist, old granny villains.
Oh, yeah! I
What
remember
the
that.
hell am I reading here? What have I jumped onto, Hickman?
Yeah.
Yeah, it lost me.
Hey, we're pretty straight up front that House and Powers is the best you're going to get. It goes downhill a bit after that.
So probably my only regret so far of waiting so long to read books. I don't know. I think I've got 18 issues there or 20 odd issues there. Now. So we'll
There's some
see.
good issues, but
I'm sure there is.
but yeah.
And it's also a bit hard because I remember going back when we first started talking about Dave mentioning about how it's not a bad jumping on spot, but it's also not a great jumping on spot because like there was a bit when they all got together to talk about these grandma villains that took down Cyclops like it was nothing.
Their snippiness?
Their snippiness was okay. I just didn't like how effective they were against
Yeah.
top line X-Men.
They got super plant drugs.
Yeah, I know, and yeah, okay, I don't know, but like then there was like some real snippiness and bitchiness between Emma Frost and Jean Grey that I've got no idea about. I can guess it's probably around Scott,
Oh, yeah.
but I don't know because I've never read before. So that's where I went back, Dave. Like, I don't know. So
Oh, you know, because the whole, like Jean and Scott and Wolvie are the thruple deal. But I think Scott also is allowed to go see Emma. Maybe when.
okay, so
Yeah. There's clearly some
I'm
high
not-
tension there.
Okay.
Put some damn keys in a ball. You
One
I don't know if
big
you
bed.
I don't know if you could do that with Emma Frost. She's gonna cheat.
with keys? Oh yeah.
Because she's a telepath.
I'll
Both
take
of them-
this.
both of them.
Just one big bed.
round one.
X orgy. Nah, it's got to be a big X.
Big X.
If you fall in the middle with the cut out parts, you're out.
Oh, you'll come back around though.
Yeah.
I could see that happening too. Like, just.
So,
I
yeah.
better not.
Yes.
Just stop it, Dave.
I'll stop. I'll stop.
So yeah, so that was pretty much it. Yeah, that was enough.
This week's X-Men 20.
Okay, so I've got 17.
Oh, I think it's starting to go back to House and Power stuff.
Yes.
Ooh.
Nimrod,
It's about time.
Mara McTaggart, some
Ooh.
stuff, some interesting stuff. I'm like, oh, got to catch up.
That time.
What's her
Mara
name?
came back.
Hey, you took 20
Listening,
issues.
all that stuff. Like, all the good stuff that has not been touched in 20 issues.
Oh yeah.
Finally coming back, so I've got to catch up on some X-Men.
As in why Destiny's not allowed back.
Yeah, I think so. I haven't read it yet, but I think so.
Must be
So-
coming to an end.
I've now got
Part 1 sort of is.
a full box for 2020,
Yep.
and I know December is when King in Black starts, so I'm really keen to pump into that.
Yep.
And I think after that is only about half a box for up to like May now. So.
Well, the way things are going, you might be caught up just in time for the last issue of Venom, since it's never coming out, honestly.
That's what I would like to. That'd be excellent to catch up completely, and then the book that I reasonably caught up finishes. That would work out perfect.
And it gets rebooted with a new number 1 or something.
Yeah, I'm sure.
It's Marvel.
That's just
It's
bound,
Marvel.
That's bound to happen.
It's
Yes.
Destiny. Yeah. Alrighty.
That's some good reading, Dave.
Yes.
Gentlemen.
Spend an hour talking about comics.
All right.
Let's get into previews. Oh.
That was a good noise for the set listeners. Sorry
Yes,
about
it
that,
was.
people.
No, look, everyone's talking about previews.
Oh, I don't know. Give us a look.
Yeah, well,
I haven't even had a look
yeah,
yet
look
because I was
at
too busy.
Jason's too busy working hard.
Working hard. I like it. All right.
Okay, everyone listen to him turn
Well,
pages.
the cover is
Well, that's the back cover.
the Spawn. Oh, it's the back cover. Is it? That's
Yeah,
right.
because I'm terrible.
All right, we'll start with Marvel. Fantastic Four, 60th year anniversary stuff. I'm looking forward to some stuff there. See
Oh,
what we
hang
can
on,
do there.
hang on.
We didn't
Thank you.
Fantastic Four.
I didn't finish my lowlights. Now you just brought that
didn't
up.
need to hear more about that. I've tried to forget about it.
Man,
Oh,
so
remitter.
this Fantastic Four arc is going back to their origin, and the planet that they landed on. And man, Slotty, if all you had to do was leave the little bit out that this guy created them, as opposed to it just happening.
Yes.
I hate that kind
It
of
is
stuff, man.
so bad. Like,
Adds nothing.
the storyline's not great, but it's not terrible. There's some cool stuff with Johnny Storm. There's some cool stuff with when they were experimenting on all the people in the planet.
Yep.
The ones that didn't work, they just banished them. They
Yep.
just put them down into a pit.
And like things like I'm not having none of this,
And
right?
Thing got thrown down there as well. He's like, stuff that. Let's get back up there. And like, it was even like the main head guys. The first guy went and he created water. He's like, oh, excellent. That was awesome. Next guy goes, happens to be next guy. That's it. And he turns into this giant, ugly, monster-looking thing. Reject out. So he's like,
Inhuman
man,
Okay. We mean it landed on a planet.
So it's not.
You mean like the Richards family is exiling them? Or?
no. Okay, so in the storyline, the original planet that they landed on that gave them the cosmic rays and turned them into the Fantastic Four.
Oh,
But they didn't-
okay.
They didn't land on a
No,
planet.
but it's where they was sort of what they were sort of going to. A bit of retconny stuff, and they sort of
Yeah, because they never got there, right?
No,
Originally?
Oh, sorry, yeah, well,
yes,
But it
And
came
through-
from
through
that
the-
planet, right?
and because the people on the planet's got a giant telescope or looking glass thing, and
could see
they
that
can
they were-
see them coming and like
and created
yes.
a perception of danger of these fearsome four that were going to come and destroy them.
Because on their world the Fantastic Four are no good.
The bad
bad,
guys.
bad.
Okay.
Yes. So this overseer needed to create people similar to these fearsome four to battle them to keep their perfect planet safe. And these guys had just reached perfection.
Yeah.
But then he started experimenting on everyone, and that's where it turned. And this is all because of the fear of these people coming back, and they would destroy
The
their
whole
planet.
storyline, I didn't
Until
mind.
then,
There's some
was
cool
great.
ideas until, the dude brought the Fantastic Four, was bringing them there. And the powers...
Put the cosmic
he
rays
made
on them. Because that was the whole thing, and I had a whinge to Jay about it during the week, because I'm 4 issues into the arc, so there's still more to come, but the whole point of the original FF with it being Reed's fault that he turned Ben into... that's
guilt.
the guilt and everything like that around it, and it just...
You wipe it away.
Yeah, essentially...
And added nothing to it.
Keywords.
Even then,
It'll be forgotten, but,
It will be.
Yeah.
But
Keywords freak accident.
Yes. All the Marvel stuff.
It's like when
Freak accident.
Amazing Spider-Man, right? That the way the plot went in that movie was only Peter could have gotten powers from the spider bite.
100%.
So it's like this destiny. Like the whole point is
not-
that no, he was just at the wrong place at the wrong time.
Now that you mention it, he did all that goddamn spider totem too.
Slot.
Slowly, yeah.
Yeah.
That's
So
right.
yeah, he's got form on that. Stop ruining stuff.
whatever happened to Reed creating shit though after Secret Wars?
I know, well, they did that. And then they
Yeah,
came
but
back.
he created the universe essentially, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then he just pops up on Earth and
He came
Yeah,
back.
comes home.
That was the
so-
beginning
but
of
does
this
he
arc.
still
wasn't
have power?
That was his kid.
Oh, no, yeah, because Franklin is running out of power.
yeah, that's the whole...
That's the deal. You know, because
Yeah, but you
can't
have
just
to
make-
create.
Yeah, Franklin was OP, man.
Yeah, but then
Yeah.
you're messing with your own origin. It's a bit.
oh, yeah, that's what he's complaining about.
Yes.
Yeah.
So were these fearsome four that they saw, was it the Fantastic Four was like a little self-fulfilling prophecy sort of thing? Or am I mixing up what you're saying?
No, he's just making a...
It was all a plot, essentially, to make superheroes for himself.
Yeah.
That's so
So he
confusing.
created these
True fear.
boogeymen.
Yes,
True
yes,
fear.
yes.
Right,
Yeah.
okay, got it.
And
It's not a Wizard of Ozzy sort of
Yes.
behind
Right.
the curtain sort of
Yeah.
deal, right?
Yeah.
Got it.
And they got the... Because their whole society's based on soulmates. And that's why Johnny brings the girl home. Because they look through the telescope at each other. And once you see each other use the soulmates forever and bonded, and you get the
Soulbound.
bracelet
Yeah,
or
I know.
whatever. Yeah?
The new issue of Fantastic
Yeah,
Four.
oh,
it's
yeah,
like
yeah.
Johnny's-
That's all that. That's all that.
and there is a cool bit where it is actually Sue and Reed that are the soulmates, and I thought that was
Nice touch.
yeah, very nice.
Yeah.
And that's what I said. The whole story arc itself, it's not exciting, but it's not a bad story arc, except for that
You
one little
just-
bit.
When you get to that point, you're just like...
Because like the Ben bit fighting back
Yeah,
and
that was
coming
cool.
back out of the thing, and then Johnny's really weird in this arc too. Like,
yeah.
I don't know if I like the way they've written Johnny in this arc, but anyway.
I think they're struggling with Johnny, trying to mature him a bit, and
But at the same time, it's
because the
just
kids
same
are the
old
young
trope
one,
for
you
it,
know.
yeah.
But at the same time, I hate what they've done to Franklin.
Well, they keep seeing ads for Franklin with the X-Men and like the choice and stuff. Does that go anywhere? Is it good?
Not
'Cause
particularly.
I didn't think so.
Not particularly. Not particularly.
So if they're going to depower Franklin, then they've
Yes.
taken away Hickman's entire stuff he did with Franklin. Being
I don't know. I reckon more.
Galactus
No,
being
because it's not going to be going forever.
No.
History of the DC universe.
Yes.
so yeah,
I'll
like
just say that.
Galactus was Franklin's
Yes.
herald.
Yes. No,
All
I
that
think
stuff.
there's still because Franklin in that Hickman stuff, Franklin stored himself. He had been depowered for a decade already, and Franklin taught Franklin how to bring his powers back.
Yeah.
So there's always that was one of my favourite things of that Hickman stuff.
And Hickman's he's a great
Did you
writer
read his
anyway.
stuff?
No.
Oh,
He's
it's the
fantastic.
best.
Forward.
I read some of it.
He was going in the
I started
closet.
it.
Him and Artie or whatever would go in the closet and have adventures and make believe. But it's because Franklin was just actually making the worlds in the closet and making all this make believe, and he could do that because his older self was coming to tell him to do.
Yeah,
It was
that-
Hickman gold.
Yeah, that Fantastic Four, that Future Foundation,
Yeah.
Shield, all of that,
Yeah, it's all
Secret
one thing.
Warriors.
I really
It's all
liked.
one thing.
all of that Hickman stuff
Yeah,
back
I
then
really
was
liked
excellent.
Johnny.
I just realized, did I say DC universe?
Yes.
Yes,
You
you
did.
did.
History of Marvel universe.
Yes.
That kind of comes back onto
Yes.
this.
Okay, previews. Fantastic Four, issue 35, 60th anniversary. Dan Slott and Mark Waid writing. Well, obviously, I'd
Does that
say
mean Wadey might be taken over?
no, because Wade did FF before.
No, I know, but I was just
And
hoping
they-
Slott goes.
They regard him as one of the best Fantastic Four runs. I digress. It was not very good, in my opinion.
Was it
the
John
best
Byrne?
stuff? No. Oh, what?
John Byrne.
Wait, no.
No, Wade was wearing Gino. The best start about was Ringo art. And but that's when the Doom thing, they Freaky Friday, and that's how they've got the kid that's half Doom, half Reed's kid. Oh, whatever.
What?
Would they Freaky Friday?
Yeah.
And okay, so okay.
Oh dear.
It's like a Superboy.
Oh, okay.
Think of it that way. Just
Well,
Okay.
Val, right?
Yeah.
The first time we ever seen her was pre-Wade. It was the Claremont stuff, and it's Valeria Von Doom. She comes from the future, and she's Reed and Sue and Victor's daughter.
Oh.
She's teenage, not the little girl. She's teenage. She's got a Doctor Doom looking outfit, and then she disappeared, and then the FF. Wade years later, whatever, and then she was pregnant. But it's because she was still really with Reed, but it was it's weird. Freaky Friday, bro. And that's why Val though has a very strong relationship with Doom. And Doom looks after her and
Okay.
always has her back because it's sort of his, but sort of not, right?
No, I thought it was just Doom helped her being born because Sue had problems with the pregnancy. And
Yes.
They turned to Doom to help.
It's because that's all the thing.
I
And that's
don't
when the Reed's face got all messed up because they had and his face
Doom-
got all.
Doom did all
and then
that.
Jack Kirby God just goes and rubs his
Fix it,
face out and
which
fixes
was-
it.
No,
People tell you the Mark Waid run was amazing. I
It's
disagree.
not. it's not.
And because the worst bit about that is the face thing I felt was a tantrum because I'm getting taken off the book
Yeah.
for that other rubbish thing that was not good either.
I gotta say, there are not many times where I'm more confused after asking the question.
Yeah. No.
I'm sure I didn't explain it very well.
Yeah, the
I
art
think you did the best
was
you could, to be honest.
okay because I wasn't a
With what
fan
you're
of
working
Ringo.
with.
Yeah.
I wasn't a big fan
like
of Ringo.
Ringo.
It was
His
fine.
Spidey stuff's
but-
better.
Spy
Yeah.
stuff's amazing.
I wasn't a big fan of Ringo.
Yeah.
But that Doom, they're not that fantastic.
Yeah, it was not good.
Not great.
Okay, but that's the...
And Remitter.
Oh, it's issue 35?
Yeah,
Oh,
36.
and that's
60
when they
anniversary.
turned Doom more into magic and from science.
It was not good. It was not good. So Remitter coming back because Remitter's back at Marvel where he belongs. Looking forward to that.
Yeah, good. You can keep him.
Yeah, I'm happy to keep him. Look at this crank. Oh, that's good. Oh.
Is his art legit? Is his art actually better now that he's not with DC?
Has to be.
Who's inking him?
I'm not sure because there's 50 people on this book, right?
Oh, yeah, look at
it's
that.
anniversary issue.
Yeah.
You need to meet the quota of like
So
12
I'm sure that'd be fun.
And $40.
The 60th anniversary of Fantastic Four. Start of Marvel.
$1 for each
Each
artist.
artist.
Yeah.
Finally, new Black Panther. John Ridley taking over from
What's his name?
Takeshi Coates?
Coates.
Coats.
Oh, it's Kate's Coates to me. They're same.
Alex Ross.
Totally different name.
Same.
Beautiful Alex Ross cover.
Yes. Well, the book needs something. Like, I'm sure Takeshi is an amazing writer at novels, but his Black Panther was not good. In my opinion, it was not good.
I think I did one issue.
I read like a year of it, and it was just boring, and very boring.
So was
just
that,
like his Captain America, which is
Oh, he's Captain America.
He's off that soon too.
so
thankfully.
at the same time, Black Panther with this, he would have had the Agents of Wakanda, and he was also running the Avengers.
Yes.
So what was happening in the actual Black
Oh,
Panther?
nothing connected.
He was in space.
Yeah, well, that was the second arc. He did a year first where it was all about not Black Panther. It was mainly about all these new characters he introduced
Right.
and stuff. And then the second arc was the Wakandan Empire. And
The
they'd gone to
intergalactic
space.
empire of
And-
Wakanda.
Okay.
That wasn't but hard.
Is it still married to Storm?
No. They've been.
That was ages ago.
Actually, on
I
the
don't
cover,
know.
though.
I think they're going to bring them back, maybe.
Okay.
There's a big
back.
push. But, because they split them up because they weren't allowed to use Storm.
Oh, in the
I
movie.
think that was what was going on.
Yeah.
She's X-Men, Fox.
Yeah,
Get away.
yeah.
Got to separate church and state. But yes, John Ridley, who is doing some stuff at DC presently, right?
Is it other history of DC Universe, I believe?
Yes.
Did you just say that wrong again?
Oh, my God.
No.
No, he
I'm
meant
pretty
DC
sure.
this time.
He meant this
I'm
kid to
pretty
stay.
sure.
So, I've never read a lot of his that's wowed me, but I'm super keen for just some Black Panther being Black Panther.
Because he's back on Earth. He's back on Earth.
Juan Cabal?
One.
Oh, that sounds familiar.
Yeah, he's on stuff.
Yeah, I can't pull my finger on it.
Well, it kind of makes sense with everything, like people coming back.
Because that was one of
and
the yes,
stuff,
yes,
I
yes.
guess.
But like the whole it's such a big deal in Avengers and the Black Panther. Oh, it was a rubbish book. I don't care what anyone says. Rubbish. Sinister War. That looks good.
More Sinister War. Kang the Conqueror.
Kang the Conqueror.
Oh.
I didn't know there was a Kang miniseries. Who's doing this? Colin Kelly and Jackson
Put
Lindsay.
Dave's number on there.
That does not inspire me.
I really wish he was the big bad.
Carlos
Phase, whatever, the next saga.
It kind of may still be,
Yeah,
depending
yeah.
on how far into the saga Ant-Man is.
Yeah.
And also, isn't there like
This
a character?
art looks good.
It does, doesn't it?
Isn't there a character that's kind of
I don't-
related to him, like in Loki or something? I heard. I saw a headline. I don't know.
What do you mean?
You want what?
Well, the
Well,
establishment.
Reed
time
Richardson,
it is
Loki.
time police.
Yeah, the establishment is essentially time. So,
Yes.
Oh, I didn't read the article, but I
Yeah,
saw the
yeah,
headline.
that's- yeah,
somewhere.
that's
Oh,
what
yeah.
the
like,
connection
they
would
control time.
be. Yeah. Ah, Kang's
I
awesome.
can't believe it. Someone just read a headline and not the article.
Oh, all the time. That's all I do.
X-Men Trial of Magneto by my favourite writer Leah Williams.
Oh, yeah.
Is there a sarcastic meter we need for that, or
I'm sure I've told you before.
okay?
Yeah. And new Warhammer.
Warhammer, yes, Warhammer. This one looks good too. Like the first one, Magnus Carga or whatever.
Marnie's Calvin.
Whatever, bro.
Close enough.
I've said it before. I love everything about Warhammer.
Yeah.
Except the actual game, because the game's too fiddly.
Fair
But
enough.
the lore and the art and the
Yeah.
everything
Oh,
about
yeah.
it is so cool.
The art in the first one was great.
Yeah. Then the comics 100% best way to get into that.
So yeah, new 5-parter. So Warhammer people, get on board.
Sisters of Battle.
Yes, they're a popular army or clan or whatever is my understanding. That's what Deep tells me anyway.
Oh, yeah.
Might be just trying to upsell me. But yeah, no, that was good. Who's Torin
Please, Jason. Please proceed.
Grunbeck? Why is there a line through that?
Because it was a mistake, and they
it's
had
good.
to.
that's what it looks like.
It's Umla. You know, like
It's what?
you know,
Oh, like those dot
yeah,
things.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't understand any of that.
It's
Man,
not
I don't
English.
I don't understand English properly. Have you seen me read or write? Not good.
The new
Not scared the name.
Deadpool.
Yeah, next Black, White, and Blood.
Cool. Are we gonna stop on every page?
No, just the first
Got
couple.
some good writers in there.
Yes.
Tom.
Tom Taylor.
Tom
Ed
Taylor.
Brisson.
why I said it.
Oh, Stokey.
Yep.
Stacco. James Stacco.
Stokey.
Writing.
I have to find
Oh, he's on art as
Yeah,
well. Yes.
he did both. Willis Patachio on art. Phil Noto. Whatever.
Alright.
Oh, proper cable back. About time. Winter Guard. Movie tie and stuff. This is what we were after.
you.
I had to
Yeah.
keep going until I got to this. Defenders. Al Ewing and Javier Rodriguez. How about that?
Hey. Nailed it.
For our
First
Latino
try.
audience.
Yes. So, Strange and Silver Surfer as your classic sort of defenders people. You got Harpy, Betty, the Masked Rider, or whatever he is, who Al Ewing's been doing lots of stuff, slowly just weaving through that for the last 2-3 years at Marvel. Like Marvel 1000, Marvel 1001, about some big conspiracy that he's sort of like... He's been building this for a while, I think.
Is he just a question?
Sort of. No, yeah, maybe. No, sort of.
And you've got
Top right there.
that's Cloud.
Yeah.
Right.
She's a
Uncultured.
cloud lady.
Okay.
Wasn't she usually just like a straight up naked chick with clouds in front of
Yes.
her boobies before?
Classically, yes.
Yeah.
But look at that
yeah.
art.
I do like the placement of the stars.
Yes.
Very nice.
Because, yeah, this is the guy that did History of the Marvel Universe.
Yeah. Bring it on.
Yeah.
I'm still waiting for issue 6 so I can read all that.
Couple of weeks.
It's good.
Yeah, nah. I'm always a big fan of Defenders. At the moment, Al Ewing, because Immortal Hulk's so good, I'd try anything he does. I'd not necessarily stick with everything he does, because some stuff not my interest.
And
but,
Rodriguez, man.
oh, you know it's going to look good.
He made
He drives a great Silver Surfer.
History of the Marvel Universe.
Yes, that's strange. Looks excellent.
He made that like a must.
Yes.
Marvel fans,
Yes,
you have
yes,
to read
yes. Because he's got the dictoness about it.
Yeah, I
right?
was just gonna
Yeah.
say.
Big time.
It's just like when Marcus Martin used to do Spidey and stuff, because the same, they're very similar sort of stuff, right? Very same sort of style of art, and that's what was great about that, because it was the
What
closest you're
happened
going
to
to get. He does stuff. He went and done his own thing a lot. You know, he had that the Vaughn book, Barry, I think.
Yeah, I remember.
He's done some covers lately. I think he's probably working on more of his own indie stuff. Because it was Barry was like, buy what you want on the internet or something. One of those
It
things.
really does affect.
And Darkhawk is back. Carl Higgins, Darkhawk, they keep pushing him hard. I don't know why. What about this one, Dylan?
I'm actually really excited about this. This is called. It's a very, very great title. Avengers. Tech on Avengers. Isn't that a good title?
So
It's
obviously, Mech Avengers was not anime enough.
Yes.
So we've gone a next step up.
Sentai Avengers.
Yes,
Oh yeah.
So they're like Power Ranger,
Power Ranger Avengers.
Avengers. I'm excited for that because the interior art actually looks very
Yeah, it
anime.
does looks good.
I'm down for
And it'd be
that.
one of those out, just a mini out of continuity weirdness. Like, look at this, that variant cover where they're Zord,
Yeah, look
Voltron.
at that. Iron Man. I guess that's the coolest Iron Man's looked in a
Yeah,
while.
no, but that's clearly Iron Man and Captain America together.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I didn't realize.
It's a Voltron, Zord, whatever you want to call it.
Oh, that's
Yeah. So there could be some cool stuff
Hey,
coming there.
Dylan, you probably don't. Do you remember when Marvel did an anime line ages and...
Mangaverse.
Yeah, Mangaverse.
I think did I have a toy of Spider-Man, or I really wanted the toy of Spider-Man, or
I don't
something.
know if they did
He
a
was
toy
pretty
of
cool.
it.
Yeah, no, they did a figure.
Yeah, I think I have most of the issues of that.
Yeah.
Most of it was not very good.
Yeah, no, they were
Would
terrible.
you like to buy it off?
Spidey looked cool. Spidey was the best one, probably.
Spidey easily best.
Yeah.
Because I think I bought all of them too. They were not
Because they had a
good.
Warren and stuff.
Yeah.
And like that was when he was like hot with.
Ah,
He's doing. Sorry, touch your fingers. Gen 13 and he's empowered stuff, obviously. Some more Carnage stuff.
Well,
Extreme
Dylan put his
Carnage.
hand back. He wasn't sorry.
yeah. No.
Riot, Lash
More,
Out.
please.
Look good stuff. Well, that's about enough for Marvel.
Okay.
Otherwise, I will just look through the whole
Yeah.
book because I haven't
Yes.
looked at it yet. That's right.
there's
We'll
merch.
go merch.
Let's go straight
Since
into
Dylan
merch.
stuck it in upside
Yeah,
down.
I did on purpose
Wait,
because we
DC's
got to
on a
move.
separate book, right?
DC don't have a book. They're
It's
coming a
online.
book back. They're printing a book back
Okay.
because they cut. You know what I mean.
Cut
Like,
costs.
they what now?
Where is it?
Wait,
There.
so
Yes.
That's only to worry.
they're bringing a new book?
Yeah, they're going to go print again.
Okay, good.
The Fortnite thing supposedly is what's made them realise, because that was obviously the pushback from
Yeah.
big retailers.
Yeah,
Like,
and no
we had
one-
no way to show people this book was coming.
Yeah.
So nobody wanted it, so we didn't order a lot. And they're like, oh, we should have been able to sell tons more of them.
Yeah.
If you had a book,
Yeah.
and that's what it is.
And I keep
Some
forgetting to
sort of-
look every
Look at
month.
this Venom bust, though.
Thank you.
1/6 scale mini bust. Looks amazing. Dylan will see if we can find us some pictures for you.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That looks very nice.
Very good.
Just love how the symbiote is the base into the rock.
Yeah, that's
yeah,
great.
I always
'Cause I've done
dig
that before.
Yeah, they have. They
Yeah,
have. Well, the Sam Keefe one?
That's
Yes.
one of them.
Yep.
There's another one where they did there's a lot of the Rogues Gallery of the bus,
yes,
and
yes.
the Venom tongue is very, very long, and
Yes.
it goes down over the. And then also in the 3-pack where you get the
Yep.
Venom, the Spidey, Black Suit Spidey, and the normal Spidey, it's nowhere near as much.
No, but they
It's
sort of
just-
go up, right?
No, that one's because it's a nice solid base,
'cause
with just a
Bowen.
little
Yes,
bit
yes,
dripping
yes,
down.
yes,
The
yes.
Bowen 3-pack, that one's quite good as well.
In amazing news for everybody, Marvel Select redoing that amazing Mortal Hulk figure straight away. Shows you how good that Hulk figure was. That within 3 months they're doing another run of them.
Is that the one we looked at?
Yeah, and it was
Yeah.
the heaviest figure ever, and it was so good.
And it had the metal robot head for some reason. Unless we see that in the last issue, then that hasn't.
They need.
Killer McFarlane stuff.
You know,
We got a new
yeah,
Spawn.
Mortal Kombat Spawn?
Yeah, Mortal Kombat Spawn.
Okay.
DC Multiverse.
Well, we had a Mortal Kombat.
Etrigan.
Etrigan, yes, a little bit of different
Yeah.
stuff. King Shazam from Infected, I think that's pretty cool.
Want a more-
Dark Knight Returns, Batman.
One more classic
He's not
Etrigan.
chunky enough. Yeah, I know.
Wow, that King Shazam is.
I know, it looks so great.
Metal.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. I think he's the pick of the bunch out of that wave. Batman Beyond, whatever.
Yeah, it's what's his name?
Oh, Wonder Woman by Todd McFarlane. Oh, it's his
Yeah.
own version of Wonder Woman. It's okay.
Green Lantern there, look alright.
Yeah. 2-pack of Hal versus what was he called?
Dawnbreaker.
Dawnbreaker, yes. They gotta call them what they call them. Earth 32. I don't know what Earths they are.
Read today, little thing just saying calling Green Lantern just a high-powered 3D printer.
Pretty true. So, more exciting from McFarlane. Spawn figures! Not just Spawn! We've got a clown, a violator, a redeemer, Ravenspawn. Ravenspawn was always one of the coolest little
I've
spawns.
got like a whole bunch of Ravenspawn
But
figures.
look at that violator and clown,
Yeah,
man.
that Violator is
That Violator is not too skinny enough. It looks too chunky. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it still looks very nice.
Yeah, no, because he was... Yeah, I get well.
A clown. Are there figures or their statues? Because they don't look like got any
It's
articulation.
McFarlane.
I know.
Old
Same
school.
thing.
They're going old school. Throwback.
Same thing. No, I'm super keen for that.
Can't remember if there was anything else. Oh, there's
There's
Superman.
this. Yeah, there's the Superman 5-point box set you're going to buy, Dylan?
What with the other box set, Dylan? Did you end up getting that?
And
With
the
the robot?
statue?
That was it.
That's this
Oh,
one.
that's the red one?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
still
cool.
trying to upsell
Yeah,
him.
damn straight.
Yeah.
You should order 2 just in case one doesn't come.
And that Mass Effect one?
Mayfix? No.
Yeah.
You get me started on Dark Knight Returns. Superman's just like a...
Oh, that's the last one I
Gargoyles.
wanted. Gargoyles.
Oh, yes.
Ultimate Goliath NECA figure. One of the coolest looking action figures I've seen in a long time.
you talked to-
Like, I love Gargoyles, but I'm not a huge enough fan to necessarily buy figures. But when those pitch hit the internet a month or so ago, instant buy.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm definitely
cannot
buying
wait for
that.
this. It just
100%.
looks too good. Also, I'll give a bit of a push for the American Werewolf in London. That looks also cool. NECA doing some good stuff as usual.
They did... Was it NECA that did them before?
No, they were the Sota toys, I think. and the
Yeah,
Now Playing
yeah,
and the
yeah,
Topsy
yeah.
and stuff. Yeah, that's some cool stuff.
I did have to laugh this week at companies trying to bring up reasons to promote something. And I think Funko hit a new level this week with it's halfway to Halloween. That was the
That's
reason.
the promo?
That's the promo. All those pop, and it's
No.
like, it's been a week's worth of
Oh, wow.
and a massive amount of announcements too. If you look at the Funko page,
Every day.
every day there's been
been a couple
3 to
cool
4
ones.
lots, and no arguments. Like I've already definitely ordered one, and that Venomized Kingpin.
Yeah, that looked great.
I know there's been 1,000 of them, but they really
And
hit a
those
new
are the
notch on
coolest
that
one
one.
I've seen for a while.
For a while.
And like, it's just a fat dude.
Yeah, it's
But it looks cool.
But the cane and all, and,
Yeah.
it's
I'm a big
it's
fan of
very
fat dudes.
Yeah.
Halfway to Halloween. Wow.
Halfway to Halloween was the title of it. I thought that was quite.
That's
But
great.
yeah, like They Live as well. I think I.
Yeah.
That looks very good.
Yeah.
Some cool Bruce Campbell, blood-soaked ones as well.
Oh, I didn't see those.
Yeah, I'll show you later.
Alright, Image, Echolands, J.H. William and W. Hayden Blackman, the
Batwoman, yes.
creators from pre-52 and 52,
Yeah.
which was huge hit at the time. Like, they gave Batwoman Detective Comics at the time, and Detective Comics went through the roof. Very critically acclaimed.
That was some good stuff.
Yeah.
I read the new 52.
And they done some Promethea as well, did they?
Yeah,
not do?
Prometheus.
Yeah.
No, Williams did Prometheus.
Yes.
Alan Moore.
Yes, that's true, obviously.
That
But that looks very pretty.
Yeah, they're a great artist.
Yeah.
That Prometheus would look so good.
Yes. And like, cause not only is every stuff nice, but mixed media looking
Yeah.
and just different. Nobody does
like-
art like him at the moment. I
No,
feel.
Wow,
Going different
Yeah,
with the
look
layout.
at that.
it's a bit
that's layout.
Like-
normally say.
Dave Mackey.
Mackie would be the closest, but Mac just it's the same.
I know.
Mac used to be interesting.
I like Dave
but I
Mack.
feel
but
like
that he
I've
just-
seen it all.
Every
nothing nowadays.
every
It
single
just-
one of his covers is the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's fine.
Like, look at this. Like, you know,
Yeah,
'cause-
that's just beautiful art.
you know, because he can do it all. Like, it's not just his pretty stuff. Like, just that nice pencil work is just as good. So, that should be good. All right, some Spawn stuff. King Spawn, one of the new titles.
Yeah, that was
That's some nice looking art. Who's on this? Fernandez. Oh, that's right. It's a billion people. Brett Booth, Philip Tan,
Oh, Brett Booth.
Toddy McFarlane doing probably like nothing himself, but gives
He'll
himself
do
a
a
credit.
cover.
That panel.
Yeah,
Nah, he'll ink somebody.
yeah, he'll ink.
Over the top and just make them look nothing like they're supposed to and just look like sort of like Todd.
To make
But
noises
I'm
with it.
down for that. We haven't had a new Spawn book in like 20 years since like maybe Medieval or Undead or whatever the last one was. Eric Larson's still alive. He's doing Ant. He's got two. Not only is he still alive, Eric Larson, hardest working man in comics, doing Savage Dragon and a new book still. I like Larson.
Larson is great.
Like, again, he's not everyone's cup of tea, and some stuff looks better than others, but he's just got so much
He's
energy.
the most consistent of the Image dudes.
I wonder where
Yeah.
I got that
Yeah.
design from.
Yeah, Ant was a character somebody
Yes.
else did.
Yes.
But he's doing.
But they're a little similar.
Yes.
Scotty Young's got a new book. Not drawing, just on the writing. Me You Love in the Dark. That'll be good. Scotty Young does good stuff. This looks good too. Second Chances, black and white stuff.
Whole bunch of new images.
Yeah, heaps of new image stuff.
I love Image's resurgence.
Yes. Yeah. Ooh. Okay, I'll have to put that down for Mike. It's black
'Cause
and white.
when they stop doing superheroes and just doing.
Spooky galore stuff.
Yes.
Well, that's not they're not doing that intentionally. It's Specky's.
Sure, they're not.
Some more Black Hammer stuff from Dark Horse. Not a surprise there.
Need at least 4 number 1s.
I don't think Dark Horse have much from memory.
The problem with Dark Horse is
More He-Man.
Marvel stole all their stuff.
That doesn't
Yes.
help.
Yes.
Yeah.
It did.
Oh, but they also got left behind. As they concentrated too much for too long on licensed stuff.
Yeah.
And the booms of the world have come up
Yeah.
and sort of... They do that a bit as well, but they also get
More
the young...
original content.
Yeah. And Image just took a lot of their stuff. Would have, like, everything Image has done in the last decade would have, in the old days, been Dark Horse or Vertigo.
Yeah.
Until both companies have let themselves down. So they got nothing to worth spotlighting. Ooh!
Is that a new mini?
Mini!
Transformers, King Grimlock. And that
Excellent.
cover on the page before looks insane.
Yeah, that looks cool. Oh, that looks cool.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Alright, we definitely got to get into that. And I think that's probably about it.
Yeah, I don't remember anything else
Nah.
jumping out at me.
Nothing out of the major. So that's previews. Lots
Yes.
of Marvel stuff.
Coming
Lots
up
of
a
Image stuff.
Yeah, come in the shop, have a
It's
look.
always on the counter. Or if it's not on the counter, you can have a look at
Grab
it.
a texter.
It
Put
should
your name
be
on
out
it.
in about 2 months' time, right?
2 to 3.
Generally,
yeah.
yes.
Yeah. Plenty of time to save up for it.
Or if you want more information, previewsworld.com. Or dcconnect.com.
Or us, Dylan.
Yes.
Not Jay.
Yeah, I don't know. What's next, Dylan?
So you guys get into Army of the Dead.
Yeah!
Yeah.
Halfway.
Well, they talk about half.
0% for me.
Yeah, like, yeah, I'm talking Eternals. The trailer for Eternals.
Oh, yeah, do that first.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
look at you throwing
Yes.
weight
Yes.
around.
Sorry.
telling the man.
We are not doing this. We are doing
We do
Eternals.
the movies at the end.
That's true. Yeah,
that's
I
true,
just
that's true.
missed
But-
Eternals on
That
the
first 30 seconds is like, are you sure this is the
It
Eternals trailer?
looks boring.
I like that song.
Um,
That got my attention.
It's not the most exciting trailer I've ever seen, but I like 2 things. One, that it's different than their stuff. Like, you look at the last trailer we got is Shang-Chi, super martial arts movie. This, something... It's a very slow trailer, but it's just a teaser. And they are hiding everything in it.
Yeah.
Like, they give you no context, really. No idea who the antagonist is or why. Well, you know. So, without that, it's hard to do a superhero
Yeah.
movie where you don't see... Why? You
Yeah.
don't see much action at all.
Plus, it's Oscar.
I'm intrigued, actually, by the oddness of the trailer.
It's the Oscar-winning director as well. Like she
Yeah.
just got the Oscar for.
Yeah.
My one takeaway besides those points was they're going to try to make it feel epic, which when you try to set out to do that, it's hard to pull off.
It has a Cloud Atlas vibe to it.
I've never seen it.
Yeah, didn't see that.
It's too long.
Cloud Atlas?
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't watch that.
I watched it
It looked
on the
rubbish.
plane to America once. And wait.
You're on a plane and
longer-
you're telling us too long. That's
Longer than
not a good
16
sign.
hours?
Yeah.
Well, I was there. I'm like, man, this is going forever. And I'm on a plane.
Wow, okay.
But yeah, Eternals, it's hard. It's hard to judge because it gave you nothing,
It really
right?
did.
Yeah, did they just come in on like a flying pizza
Yeah.
slice or
Yeah.
something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that from the comics or anything?
Not exactly.
Okay.
I'm going into this pretty clean. Like, I'm probably going into this as clean as I did with Guardians, to be honest. So I don't, and I'm happy with
Yeah.
that.
I know New Gods. I guess that's close enough, right?
I read the Neil Gaiman Remita
Yeah, that was good.
book
Oh,
that
yeah?
came out. That was,
That was the
years
best
ago.
revamp, and then they did nothing with him.
And
since.
they haven't let us down yet.
Yep.
And they love a reveal.
Yep.
I'm a bit worried we may get, we were talking about it earlier in the week, we may get similar to Phase 1 kind of villains in it. That may be the reason they're holding back. But we know we're also going to get Black Knight, which could be,
Interesting. The Black Knight, I'm
Interesting
very
part of
interested.
it.
Like, how's that going to work? Is he an Eternal? And
and it's
He
modern,
was in the trailer.
yeah,
Yeah, but I don't think he's in it.
and it's modern as because
He
it's
I don't think he's
the game from.
No, I don't think he's an Eternal. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah, because he
yes,
was on
yes,
the
yes,
ground
yes,
as
yes,
everything was happening.
yes.
Yeah.
They'll make him live.
so yeah, it's got it's going to have potential. And look, we are spoiled this year for Marvel content. So
Yes.
like we got 3 movies, 4 TV shows. There's a lot, even though one of them we would happily give back. Patton Oswalt.
And it feels purposely not superhero-y,
Yeah.
Yeah,
which
You don't really see them in the getup
No.
that often in that trailer.
no, you see nothing. So.
and it's modern as like it's right up to date with everything else that's happened. So it is literally
because I
phase
mentioned
4.
Cap's gone
That's
and
right.
whatnot.
So yeah,
Steve
I know.
Rogers is good.
And I reckon once we get Black Widow, we'll get another drop.
Yeah.
Because that's what they don't want to do. They don't want everyone talking this up when it's not next.
Yes.
Is the other thing too.
And they're already going to struggle getting Widow over, to be honest, because people have been seeing that trailer for 2 years.
Well, I think they've already said it's only going to be in cinemas like 30 days before it's on Disney.
Yes. 'Cause
And I think
nobody
free
cares.
Disney.
So many people.
Wow.
I think
in front of it.
15 days before you have to
Over
you have to
there.
pay for it, something like that.
And we'll go watch it in the cinema.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure. I can't wait to go watch it, but I'm not excited at the same time. And that's not just because of the delays. It's also because it's a flashback movie. You know what I mean? Like, it's got everything working against it. Female Taskmaster. But at the same time, I think it'll be a fun action movie.
Oh, totally.
Scarlett is, she's good at that sort
Yeah.
of stuff. She knows how to do her stuff.
They released a clip
Red
last week.
Guardian, like,
Yeah.
Yeah, like a car chase clip.
Yeah.
It looked
oh,
cool.
did
Yeah.
they?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to see
It'll
it.
be, it'll be good, but it's not exciting for multiple
Absolutely.
reasons.
Yes.
Not the same fault. That's about the only trailer this week.
Yeah.
I guess we have some casting news though. 100% confirmation of Isaac.
Oscar Isaac.
Yeah, what is you say? I can't speak today.
As Moon Knight.
Yeah, he's going to be Moon
Oh,
Knight.
excellent.
Wouldn't have been my choice as Moon Knight, but the dude can act.
Yeah.
And Moon Knight is awesome anytime, any
I'll watch
place.
whatever he's in. He's great.
I like
as an
him a
actor.
lot. Yeah.
Totally agree with that. And if that's anything similar to what we've got from Moon Knight writing books in regards to the last 5 to 6 years,
Yep,
bring it on.
yep.
Even if it's Warren Ellis stuff, if
Yep.
it's Ed Brisson stuff,
Yep.
if it's
Me.
The picture that he
Lemire.
posted, was like colours.
Lots.
it was very Lemire.
Yes, very.
Lots.
Like if we can get the full suit, I don't know because I've seen cosplay off it, and you just cannot pull it off the way it looks in the book. But the suit just with the white
like a
balaclava,
proper,
the proper
business
white,
suit.
the business
not,
suit,
Not a superhero suit.
like when Dylan used to.
yes.
I miss him. He's such a good artist. When he used to draw it, looked sensational. Yeah, Warren Ellis and Dylan was.
Yes, and Shelby at first. You can Shelby.
Yes.
Because a lot of his stuff in there too. I think they're the two things they're going to target the most.
And I'm
Is
just
the
intrigued
Ellis
on how
and
they're going to do
Lemire.
the split personalities. Are
Yeah.
we going to have him as a cabbie? Are we going to are we going to see the?
His post was "We are Moon Knight."
Yes.
Was
Yeah.
Yes.
Love it.
Yes.
yeah.
No, I cannot wait for that.
And he's been last couple of years. He's been posting a lot of training videos of.
He
like,
has.
Oh,
I saw
yeah.
that.
Yeah, you seen
yeah,
that
he's
stuff?
been working
Yeah.
on this for a long time.
Bring it on.
Yeah, that should be
Bring
good.
it on.
Yeah.
What else we get? More Marvel casting. Less exciting, but Aaron Taylor Johnson, that's his name,
yeah.
correct? He's going to be Craven in a Sony
Sony
Craven movie.
Sony casting, we'll call
You
it.
know,
not
whatever.
MCU casting.
I love Craven the Hunter. I think he's a good actor. I don't think I would hire him to be Craven. Not that I think he'll be okay.
I think you could do it, but
yeah.
I don't know if that's
I don't
what
need
you
a
want.
Craven movie. I tell
No.
you that.
They're really pushing this
Honestly.
Sinister Six, aren't they? And it's not even a
Oh.
proper Sinister Six. If
Mate.
you bring Venom into it, it's
Nah,
that's
you're
not
wrong
Sinister
already.
Six.
Yeah.
It's a later version that they, like you saw in the Remitter
Yes.
stuff, but it wasn't the original Sinister Six, which is what you should be doing.
And I understand Venom was successful, but Venom is different. Shouldn't they maybe we wait and see how Morbius goes before they start greenlighting more ancillary Spider-Man characters in their own movie? And Craven, see, because Morbius, when they announced that, you're like, I can see how a Morbius movie can be made without Spider-Man,
Yeah.
without anything. It's just like a superhero vampire guy.
That's a
Craven,
good point.
what are you doing?
What is the Craven movie going to be about?
Him going hunting animals? Go and hunt and prey.
hunting people. He becomes a hitman essentially.
Or is he going to be like an anti-hero? Like?
Are there superheroes that aren't Spider-Man?
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, is he going to track down a baboon or something? Or
Tarantula.
yeah, like,
Maybe they hunt him.
It's just Craven does not need a movie.
No, he does not.
Sony, I thought you worked this all out before when you cancelled the Silver and Black thing. Black Cat could have a movie, but she doesn't need.
Anyway.
Yes.
Next.
There was a Highlander reboot coming. Henry Cavill. That announcement reminded me that I hadn't seen Highlander, so I went and watched it. And yeah, man, it was good.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell you why I liked it.
Oh, well, there's plenty of reasons.
Because it's great. It's a fantastic Queen soundtrack.
Oh, that is the
Yes.
main reason there.
But there's so much there. Because when I watched it at the cinema a year or two ago when they were playing stuff, and there's a lot there that shouldn't work. Like, Christopher Lambert cannot speak English at the time. Cannot speak
I was so
English.
confused by his accent. Because, at first I'm like, oh, his accent's weird. It doesn't sound Scottish. What's going on? But in the flashback, it sounds Scottish. So, and then I had to work out in my brain, oh, he's got a different accent because it's been 400 years.
Yep.
He's lived over here, he's lived over there. Okay, that's cool. But I had to,
Still weird.
He
I had
can't
to
speak
think
properly.
about that.
Because he literally did not know how to speak English at the time, really. He learnt his words from the script.
Yeah.
You got Sean Connery being Egyptian with
Spanish.
his peacock outfit, and it's just so weird. It's so
Yeah.
weird.
Speaking of accents, Sean Connery has no accent. In everything he's done,
It's
he's
just
just
Sean
had Sean
Sean
Connery.
Yes.
I'm James Bond.
As it should
Yeah.
be.
And I don't care.
Hunt for Red October.
Yeah.
Who's meant to be Russian?
I don't care.
I love Hammer October.
It's gonna be. They talk about Silver Star.
And, like, the sword fights in the movie, they're not that
The most
amazing.
Yeah, they're not. It's not fencing.
Ain't
It's
no Errol
proper.
Flynn.
Yeah, it's no fencing sword fighting.
Yeah,
It's
it's
just
just
proper
A bunch of dudes
proper
just...
broadswords hitting
Yeah,
dudes
yeah,
with
yeah.
broadswords hitting each other.
Yeah,
But
it's
how
just-
amazing is the Kurgan?
Yes,
Oh my.
yes.
Clancy Brown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
It'll always be the Kurgan.
despite, the sword fight's not looking the coolest, I'm like, this is still really cool. I really
Yeah,
like
and the
it.
movie's made
Yeah.
pretty cheap.
Yes.
Like, it's all in the darkness, any chance they get. But it's just got a charm.
Yeah, something about it.
Yeah.
I'm just like, man, this is amazing.
Yeah. It was a great storyline.
It's really cool. I really liked how
The
it
quick and eating.
It's the soundtrack.
went back
Yeah,
and forth.
soundtrack helps a lot, but
Like, the constant jumping I really liked.
yeah, it's a great movie.
Yeah.
But Henry Cavill,
Yeah.
yeah, okay, I'm down.
He can do some crazy sword stuff.
Yeah.
I like
man
him in
can
everything
act.
I've seen him in.
Yep.
Yes.
Man from Uncle.
Man,
Such an
thank
I haven't
you.
watched that.
That was a great
underrated
movie.
Haven't seen it.
Nah.
Oh man, I've watched that movie like
Underrated.
3
Oh,
times.
yeah,
It's
I gotta
excellent.
watch that. Never do.
It's excellent.
Underrated.
Love it.
I guess that should lead us into films then.
Yes.
Well, we got
it
that
should.
other just
Oh yes.
something got posted this week in regards to a big geek weekend coming
Oh
up.
yes, yes.
Oh, that's
on
right.
Netflix.
Netflix.
So you've got on the 7th to the 11th of June, you'll have the new Masters of the Universe Revelations.
Please be good. Please be good.
You'll have a new series of Umbrella Academy, a new series of Lucifer, the next series of The Witcher, speaking of Cavill, and then you also get some new shows. Cuphead show for all the Switch
Oh, I can't
players
wait for that.
rage quit that game.
You bought it?
Not yet. Not
Oh,
yet,
it's
but
so much fun. It's like Contra, but Walt Disney drew it.
I don't like.
my mate
I
Evan told me about it. and
don't
he
like
loves
that
it.
art style.
Oh, really?
What?
I don't know why, but it freaks me out.
Fair
Oh!
enough. It's not a like. It's a.
And I don't know if
Um,
you've seen the trailer for it. Like some of those enemies
They're
down the
pretty
track,
freaky,
they're
yes.
pretty angry looking
Yeah, I
characters.
don't like that art style. It just freaks me
It's
out.
not a
There's something
choice of
about-
like.
Wow, okay.
It's something about it just freaks me out.
But I'm intrigued on how they're
Jump
going to
out
do
the
this show.
page.
Yeah, they've done little sneak previews and stuff, and it looks great. It looks like a 40s cartoon.
Awesome. You also get Sandman.
Yep.
So we saw some
Cast for
casting
that.
for that as well this week.
I don't think it'll be good. And I love Sandman.
I don't think it can translate properly.
Yeah.
It's going to be interesting. I was asking some questions.
I'll
about
check
it.
At
it
least
out.
they tried it as a series, not
Yeah.
a movie. You go, oh my god! can you imagine
I'll
that?
check it out, but I got very low expectations from this.
Looks like also Resident Evil's coming to Netflix as well.
I'm worried about that.
Cowboy
Oh,
Bebop.
no.
And that Sweet Tooth we spoke about a couple of weeks ago. So
Yeah.
we'll try and check that out over the next couple of
Right.
weeks.
Where are we gonna watch all this stuff?
And
Yep.
then at the same time, that's just Netflix, Loki comes out.
Yeah.
Ah, beautiful.
That same weekend. I'm guessing the Friday, maybe the Wednesday I've heard maybe a change, but I'm not sure because I think
Oh,
Bad
might have-
Batches.
we might have to split it up.
Or do we have to?
You get a show. You get a show.
Okay, Oprah.
Oh yeah.
So big couple of weeks coming up.
Is that the long weekend too?
It is.
So
So that
that's
will be
gonna
a
fit in too.
special,
Now-
special podcast.
We will discuss that maybe no podcast. Maybe I don't know.
Okay,
Well, I don't know.
we'll see.
We'll talk about it later.
Yes,
Hiatus.
it might be a week off. Maybe.
What are they going to do? They don't know what to do themselves.
And just rewatch some old ones.
That's what we might. Yeah.
Do a best of.
Yes.
Do a best of Dave flicking through previews.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm halfway. I'm past halfway. Look at that.
Oh, well, we don't need you for this conversation because you haven't
Yeah,
finished watching the movie.
Yeah.
Also,
But Army of the Dead
the
is
start.
amazing.
Army of the Dead.
So good. And if people don't
Sorry,
like
Chris
it, you
Davidson.
can go away.
I seen you said you didn't like it.
Okay, so people that
Um,
didn't like it,
Why?
I can understand.
No,
like,
he-
no, I can understand. It's a bit slow at the start.
Yes,
it's
but
not slow at the start.
No, but like, yeah, they're trying to set up characters and stuff for a zombie movie. You know, like
It's a Zack Snyder film, so it's going to go for nearly 3 hours. You need to set stuff up. And if you're going to do the zombie lore and bring it forward the way he's doing
Because
it
if you
right.
just kill zombies from the get-go, people are going to be like,
You're
there's
gonna
no
be bored.
story.
There's no storyline.
People-
You're not going to keep everyone happy. But by doing what he's done, he's kept people that like the zombie lore happy. A lot of other people don't seem to like it, but they can go and please themselves.
people just need to sometimes need to
while he
just
made it.
check their brain at the door
That's
on
the
some
biggest
movies
part.
and just enjoy a dumb, silly movie where
It
zombies
knows
go
what it
flat.
is.
Yeah,
It
I
knows
thoroughly
what-
enjoyed it.
It was fantastic. I loved it.
It's just fun. It's stupid.
Awesome zombie
It's
tiger in
good.
it.
It's zombie tiger. Who else pulled up a zombie tiger?
But
I
it's
can pull things to shreds if I wanted to, but it's not,
And at 100%, there's some blurry scenes, and there's reasons for that, and there's some dark scenes. But it's also a Netflix movie, guys. Like a bit of money was spent on it, but not. It's not a Marvel movie, and it's.
I was surprised when I was reading there's a lot of backlash on the internet about it being crap. I'm like, it's thoroughly enjoyable.
It's thoroughly
Thoroughly
if you
enjoyable.
watch Snyder's
Zack
last Dawn of the
Snyder,
Dead.
people,
Yes.
You know,
But
it's
it's
Zack
not-
Snyder automatically.
But it's not Zack Snyder-y
It's-
in a lot
I
of
know,
ways.
but
You know?
it-
That's
that's-
what I liked about it. Because I used to love Zack Snyder, but I got sick of all these movies looking the same and not real and looking like a cutscene from PlayStation. This looked like a movie. It looked like Las Vegas.
Yes.
I've been there. That looks real.
Yes.
Just filled with zombies.
Yeah.
Like-
And it had every trope that you wanted. It had the guy that was going to go back and purposely kill people,
Yeah.
and he's there for a completely different reason.
Yeah.
And
It is just aliens.
It's just a.
If you,
Yes.
if you don't like this, tell me why do you like aliens? Because there's no difference. It is just aliens, but
The
they get rid
zombies.
of the alien and the zombie. It's a zombie.
Well,
It's a heist movie.
There is also, if you're a keen viewer, some aliens flying around at
Yeah.
different points, perhaps.
yeah.
See, so at its core, it is just a straight zombie movie. But there is little snippets that sometimes don't even get mentioned.
That's my favorite bit.
Throw bits. Like
Just
this-
throw in people get and headshots galore. Everyone is. And don't get me
Expert
wrong, we
marksman.
understand
That bit at the
that there's
start.
been zombies, so a lot of people would have been practicing, but everyone is a headshot.
I love it. I
But
love
then-
it.
Ridiculous. No missing. Nobody misses.
Hundreds of zombies dying, and then a zombie gets shot in the head, and then you see a blue line. It's like, what was that?
Yeah.
Robot zombies.
But no, it doesn't get mentioned.
Throw away.
Nothing. It's just there.
Throw away.
And you're like,
You see it 2 or 3 times in the film, and you're like, hang on a minute, did I just...
Yeah. I was being
last week when we left here, I'm like, we're walking across the street. Like, come on. You said robot zombie. Yeah, you said robot zombie. It's just there.
Yeah.
Spoilers.
That's amazing.
Basically, it happens. I'm like, is that a robot?
Time in
Yeah,
the week
yeah.
I'm gonna get- And then you've got
And
to...
like it's dark, so you can't tell, but it clearly looks like under this, like it's a metal
Yeah.
under
so,
there.
like, is
and a
the
blue
government
light.
making fake zombies to go in and get intel because they're filming what the other zombies are doing? Who knows?
No answer.
But then you've also got... So, I don't know why we didn't say at the start, but we're going to go further in now. So, spoilers. So you're furthering this zombie lore where the king, who's the experiment...
alpha zombie.
The alpha... So it explains why there's certain fast-moving zombies and slow-moving zombies.
And I'm not
So-
a fan of fast-moving zombies
Yeah.
as a
But
general.
there's a good reason
I just-
for it.
Yeah, yeah,
It's like
yeah.
Dracula. If the alpha bites you, you become an alpha fast thinking zombie. If they bite you, you're just a regular
Yeah,
one.
Just a
as well.
shambler.
Cool.
Yeah. Like there's just a lot of cool stuff
But
there.
then there's
man.
another piece where you're like, oh, that happened. How did that come about? Because you're essentially dead and so
Yeah.
forth. So
And like, do you start thinking that fairly early in the piece, like when he's
Yeah,
you're
I
like,
got
oh, is
exact-
this where this going?
100%. No,
Yeah,
I got
yeah,
that
you know?
exactly. I'm like,
Yeah.
how?
Yeah.
I'm dead.
Yeah.
And then there's a bit like so. Of course they get the crew together. There's a montage of that, and your safe cracker steals the show.
Yeah, he's
I
the
do
best.
He
Yeah.
wants to make a his prequel story, and everyone will watch it. There's also a half-hour making of on Netflix as well. I saw, so I'm
cool.
gonna check that out. Of the Army of the Dead movie. But yeah, Safe
It's
Crack is
trash.
awesome.
It knows it's trash. It embraces its trash.
There's nothing wrong with a movie like that. I love that.
But then there's some time loop theory options that pop up, which I'm not even going to say any more about.
This is insane, man.
It's just fun, man.
Yeah.
And people who don't like it, you have no idea.
Like we could
I
seriously.
swearing
He's
to
already spoken about
People are
the
allowed to not like things, Nitin. Calm down.
the sequel,
That's not true. That's not
and
true.
we're getting the anime prequel.
Oh,
But there's so much potential for what can come about with
this
this.
sounds amazing.
It
It
really
is
is.
amazing.
It is so much fun, and it's nearly 3-hour movie, which
And it goes pretty far.
and it flows like I don't know. It's the best movie I've seen this year.
Ooh.
What else has come out?
New movie?
Ooh.
Yeah, new movie this year.
Oh, okay. New movie.
Yeah, new movie this year.
Zilla Kong? You like
Yeah, I
Zilla
think I
Kong?
probably enjoy Zilla Kong more.
Uh,
But it's hard to compare
No,
because
no, I
one's sitting on
enjoyed
your
this more.
lounge
Oh,
this is fun,
and
man.
one is
Like,
sitting at a cinema.
yeah. Actually,
I didn't mind Mortal Kombat.
I
Mortal
enjoyed
Kombat.
Mortal Kombat a lot,
Yeah.
and Mortal Kombat was in the cinema, and everyone was so.
It's different,
and
right?
it was
It's
so
hard
Aussie,
to-
and it was actually
Yes,
nice
yes.
just to be. Even though I hate people, it was so nice to be in a cinema with people.
And you hear lots of people laugh.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's like a
different.
wholesome crowd.
Yeah.
It's not like people talking. and
Yes.
People
Yeah.
on their phones. And...
Because
Everyone's there
if
for
you're
the
going to the cinema now, you're going to go watch it.
Yes.
Not be a dumbass.
And then then it continues on for a sequel. Options for a sequel. So
Cool.
it's
As it would.
as it should.
Like the story plot, it all just plots along the way you sort of expect it.
Yeah.
But it's the weird stuff. All of a sudden, it's just there. And you're like,
Yeah.
what was that?
Yeah.
No answer. Moving right along.
And then Tig Notaro.
I've got him pre-ordered.
So
pre-ordered.
Tig
You did.
was essentially
hate your
green screened in for 90% of the movie because the other person that was cast for that film has been essentially cancelled for doing wrong things. So there's
Well,
scenes.
I thought it was false allegations, though.
I haven't heard any more about that.
Doesn't
but
matter. Guilty.
Well, it does
people
matter.
proven
It
It
innocent.
does very much matter, but I hadn't heard more. So
No, in terms
the
of
first
like,
scene.
yeah, you're out of the movie. Like,
Yeah.
well,
No, but
yeah.
If
they're
well,
innocent,
that's
yeah,
what
I
I mean.
know.
But how unfair is that if he's
It
done
is
nothing
unfair,
wrong?
but
Very much so. He's
you know,
been
that's
tarnished.
how businesses work these days. You know, like
Yeah,
even
it's wrong.
sport and that.
But the
No,
first
it's wrong.
scene,
Yeah.
it's one side of a chain link fence,
Hey? Yeah, I know.
Look,
Yes.
keep going.
and they're just talking like it's normal, and she's walking away, and you can just—it's so badly. But besides that, yeah, it's fine.
You can tell the moments because everything's blurry and it's
Yeah,
like
Tig's just in the
okay,
middle of them.
yeah.
It's so weird.
It's so funny.
the
Because
bokeh. The
they're cheap,
bokeh's
they
like
ain't gonna-
really.
It's
They're gonna
worth
reshoot it.
it. Yeah,
But
it can't-
she's excellent in it.
Oh, she is. She is.
she's
Yeah.
one
I'm,
of the best of the
I'm
crew.
sure she'd be better than the other dude that
Oh,
was
for sure,
probably
for
going to
sure.
be in it.
Definitely. I love Tig.
Yeah, it was for the best, I think.
Yes.
Right. It was. Yeah.
But yeah, it's a fun movie.
It knows what it is.
So people need to
It
just
just throws some
relax and enjoy
left field
something.
things. Yeah, like you said, leave your brain at the door.
It's popcorn. Like, it is the...
Yeah, it's
the most popcorny movie.
It's a movie, not a film.
Yes. Yeah, yes.
Excellent.
It's not cinema.
No.
Now, speaking of cinema, though...
Speaking of a film,
Yeah. Film flashback.
Dave,
Dave's
nailed-
choice!
Dave,
Dave!
you nailed it, bro.
10 out of 10.
Best movie yet in the
Yeah,
choices.
easily.
Dylan, let's hear from you first, because you
Yeah,
have not
You've never seen Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
My mind was blown on multiple levels. Like, just, I couldn't believe what was happening.
Was the first the factor was made in 1988.
Yes.
And the animation, like,
The animation-
destroys everything today.
The animation on top... The thing that really sells it is the interacting with real objects.
Thank you.
Yep.
And I'd never seen anything like that before. You don't see that in Space Jam
Nope.
or anything.
Nope.
The hippo on the park bench.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, it's just like the whole time I was watching this and I'm like, how do they do that? The weasels with the gun.
Yep.
pressing up against...
Yep. This
Bob
movie
There's only
came out
one bit
brand
at the
new
end.
today. Cinema, you wouldn't think, oh, that looks old.
There's only one bit at the end that stuffs up.
Yeah?
When Rogers got Hoskins' gun.
Oh, yeah, and it's animated.
It's animated.
Yeah.
That's the only stuff up.
There was another bit where
No.
Hoskins has the
Oh, the bullets.
He has
gun.
the big gun.
And
And I think there's a scene where it's like an actual physical prop and he's holding it.
Yeah,
inside
'cause
him in.
it'd be rotoscope. A lot of it would be
Yes.
rotoscope, which we talked about
Yes.
a few.
Yes.
Yeah.
I learnt about that.
Yeah.
You know, that's why a lot of the stuff is like you can push it and then they just paint
Draw
over.
over.
Yeah. But it's still
Pieces.
a fantastic movie.
Oh.
If you've never seen it, just
Do yourself
Do
a
you
favour.
yeah. Thanks, Molly.
Yeah. Man.
Seriously.
And
And
then
what is-
obviously the crossoverness
Yeah.
of it too.
Well, I told you during
Yeah.
the week. I was like, man, even as a kid, I understood how this was special. Special. Julie pianos. Straight away, you're like,
Exactly. Yeah. Donald Duck and Daffy Duck
In the same
on
scene.
the same
Yep.
scene,
Talking to each
talking
other.
to each
Yeah.
other, playing piano, just riffing on each other.
Yeah.
Excellent.
yeah.
Even
Mickey Ma-
parachuting down.
Mickey Mouse
Yes,
and
yes.
Mickey
You
Mouse
knew
and
this was
Bugs
all
Bunny.
like taboo as a kid.
Yeah.
Even you're like, oh,
And that was the thing, like I said it before, it's like I think it was contractually obligated they have the same amount of lines.
Yes,
I read
yes,
that.
yes.
Yes.
Makes sense.
They'd
Same
have
screen
to,
time.
right?
Yeah.
It's
And so
rather
yeah, screen
decent
time.
stuff.
Same amount of screen
Yep.
time, same amount of lines. It was
But you got to give credit to all those companies for allowing it to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Just having the vision and the foresight to go,
Yeah.
yeah, they're doing something
Yeah.
I could
cool.
not imagine like Superman
It
and
wouldn't
Captain
happen.
America being in a movie
Yeah.
these days. It's essentially the same thing.
Because it's amazing also people around our age now, so late 30s, when growing up, this movie was pushed on network TV. We'd probably get it. This is before streaming. This is before everything else. This is like early to mid 90s. We'd probably get it 5 times a year.
Yeah, it was all the time.
On
It
a
was
Saturday,
huge.
6:30ish or so. It was massive. So it was something, and you don't
And it
get
did
that
just
kind of stuff.
disappear, but like sort
yeah,
of thing.
100%. But
Disney and then Bolton stuff
big time.
because it's special. We hide that.
And it just doesn't, and it doesn't drop. Like,
No.
I watched it a couple of months ago. I told Dana, I'm going to watch it this week. Do you want to watch it? Oh, you just watched it. I'm watching it again. I put it on. First 5 minutes, she walked in. She goes, oh, I want to watch this. Like, so we watched it again last night, and it just doesn't miss a beat.
Something I found really funny was, found it on Disney Plus, went in, looked at the genres. Film noir.
Well, it's got
That can't be-
detective.
Yeah.
That can't be a film noir. And then I watched the movie.
Oh,
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah,
Yes,
'cause
yes.
I'm like, oh, that
Sorry.
must be a mistake,
Yes,
right?
Yes, yes.
And
gotcha.
then, no, the
Yeah.
double
yeah,
bass.
yeah,
and
yeah. Oh, yeah.
The smoking and everything. And,
Thanks for the cigarettes.
Yeah.
Ah. That was a great laugh. But how's what is Bob Hoskins? Wolverine.
I had never seen him in anything apart from the Super Mario Brothers movie.
I was gonna say before you said that he's been good in everything, but I'm like, oh, that movie.
Yeah.
You reminded me of that movie.
I've only seen him in that. So, before that, everyone's... Jason
Yes. Hey, what about
Primarily-
excellent Wolverine?
saying that, and I'm like, okay, I
You have
guess.
to lose
But
a bit of
then,
weight, maybe.
then I watch this,
Oh,
and
no,
I'm
that
like,
shot
bro,
the scene.
I could see that.
Yes.
100%.
Yes.
He's just so...
He's got the
angry.
attitude,
Yes.
right?
Oh yeah. It's
And like he's perfect for it because like Bill Murray, I think was supposed to be.
Yeah, we'll talk about
And
this.
then Eddie Murphy, I think, was offered the role too. Like,
That
No.
would not have been as
yeah,
good.
wouldn't have been as
A good
as Bob
straight
Hoskins.
man.
Yes.
Yes.
That was the thing. Like, they would have like, I love Bill Murray, and I want Bill Murray in every movie.
Yep.
Yes.
But in this particular role, it just wouldn't have worked.
You
You
need-
needed that real straight, perfect drunk.
Because near the end, when he has to do his slapstick,
It's so.
because it's so
Awkward,
awkward,
yeah,
yes. And it's why it works so good.
Oh man.
Ah,
Yeah,
the
you
movie's
need
great.
someone who's like out of place
Yes.
next to a cartoon character. Those other guys would not be out of place.
No.
He plays Surly Drunk really well.
Oh, and saying that in cast though, Doc Brown,
Doc.
how great is he as well?
So
Because that dude, he's a cartoon type, you know,
Yes,
like
yes.
he
Uncle Fester, he's Doc
Yes.
Brown.
Yes.
He's just so. He just manipulates so well,
Yeah.
and the way he does, like we were talking about before the pod, but like that dip scene in the bar. That's I
with
remember
that
that as a
shoe?
kid with the shoe.
That's
messed
horrifying. That poor little
Sorry,
shoe.
no, that was in the factory.
Yes.
Sorry,
Yes.
that was in the factory. That I remember that as a kid, and that was those noises that.
That poor little shoe.
And it was such a cool spot before it because you've got the
Playing with the gadgets.
yeah
and
playing
stuff.
with all
Yeah.
the gadgets
Yep,
and
yep,
the
yep.
hole and the hammer. There were so many cool bits, but yeah, it
and
was,
so many little touches to hide, like like he clearly a cartoon.
Yeah, once
like
you know-
the first time the barrel and he
Yeah.
steps back and it's on the floor and like everything.
And the glove he puts on, like,
everything.
your second
is-
watch.
In,
You're
in
scared of that
hindsight, yeah,
dip.
Definitely.
in hindsight, yeah,
Yes.
you know,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
yeah.
But as a kid, you're like, oh, the cartoon.
And like the dip was just paint thinner, which is fantastic.
Yes.
Which I didn't mention, but yeah, whatever's in there is
Acetone.
terps and acetone. Yeah, and it's just paint thinner
So
to
good.
wipe out
I
Toontown.
was reading some other trivia where they were saying the one of my favourite scenes too, in the back room of the bar when they're trying to get the handcuffs off.
That
Oh,
is
no,
so
no.
good. That is so good.
I had that thought as that whole thing was happening. I'm like,
But you
it's
know,
gonna happen, isn't it? It's
yeah,
gonna-
it's the best.
Yeah.
but
It's
you
like-
know what the hardest part was? The shadows from the light swinging. And they do very well, especially when he's up against and he knocks the beer bottle over with his eyes and stuff. When they come back, you can see his arm and doing Roger's shadow, they said.
That was all, frame by frame animation. That just, I can't believe that. And like,
They work for peanuts.
like, and painted too. Actual painted.
Yeah.
Obviously before digital stuff.
Sure.
Space Jam, that was all digital.
Nah, it's so good. And like the little things watching this time, I was like, the whole red car and the freeways coming. Like, who's gonna do that? Who's
Yeah.
gonna have
Well,
a car
the
in
whole
LA?
Only a tune could come up with
Yeah,
that.
we got the best transport.
Yeah,
the
thing.
freeway
The
idea.
whole thing
Yes.
was about the death of public transport in California,
Yes,
basically.
so good. It's I think I sent a message to the group the other day. Like, it's just phenomenal.
It is phenomenal.
You can't say anything bad.
Yeah,
It
honestly.
doesn't age.
No, it's timeless because of its setting as well. Helps that. Jessica Rabbit is arguably the sexiest woman ever on film.
Yep.
Ever.
Kathleen Turner's voice back then.
Oh,
The drawing, her voice, just
everything.
yeah.
It's a different chick that sings too. Not Kathleen Turner, obviously, but yeah. She doesn't even get credited for it. She was just doing the voice because she was pregnant at the time, didn't have to do anything else, so it worked out perfect for her.
So great.
It just, on every level. Even like the old school camera with the faux Dolores and
Yes.
the brother. Oh,
The car. Like
The car, man.
oh, the cab, Eddie.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
And like, you
Stick
ever
out your
see
thumb.
how that worked? And
Yes.
there's like a dude.
There was like a dude underneath driving it. Yeah.
Ah.
And Bob is just sitting on top
Yeah.
with a fake steering wheel.
Yes, yes.
And if you have a look how awkward he is when
Yeah.
it's turning, it's so good.
Because he's kind of like, I hope I don't fall off and die.
The bit in Toontown is fantastic.
Yes.
So good.
Oh, man.
Yes. Yeah, if you've never seen it, or you haven't seen it since you were a kid or years, go and watch You Framed
Really
Roger Rabbit.
need
It's on
to.
Disney Plus if you got it.
Yep.
Out of 10?
10.
10.
11. Like,
Yeah, Spider
I don't. I never give 10s, but I'm giving this one a 10.
That's it.
Alright.
well,
I never give 10s.
I can't knock one thing about it.
And I can't not
You
watch
can't.
it. If I see it, I'll watch it.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
it's not not this again. I've never said that about that film. It's like that and
Yeah.
probably Dumb and Dumber.
I don't really like watching movies again right after, but I'm down to watch this again.
Yeah.
Well, you
Steph
need to
hasn't
show
seen it.
Steph
Yeah, I was
now,
going to
so-
say, yeah, right? You just,
Well, like the missus, she's not that keen. We watched it 2 months ago. Watch it again.
of course.
I was going to say earlier, like, I've seen, I think it's a different movie, like Terminator 2, I've seen like 3 or 4 times in a day.
Yeah.
That's how great how much I love the movie. You know?
10 out of 10.
10, easy.
10 out of
easy.
10.
10. Perfect
Easy.
score.
So we've got one more.
Best one.
Yeah.
We've picked.
What is the film next?
I'm going to pick Hellboy 2, The Golden Army.
Yeah.
Nice. It's on Netflix.
It's
don't
on
think we'll
Netflix.
get 10s for that one.
I'm pretty sure I haven't.
That'd
I'm
be
pretty
pretty
sure-
high. High 8s or 9s from me already,
Yeah.
I can tell you.
Oh, I'm thinking other hell.
No,
not the newest one.
Not
the David Harbour one.
Jeez, no.
Yeah, I was
Hellboy
thinking
2.
right after, not the.
I'm never watching that movie again. Hellboy 2.
The only thing I enjoyed about that movie was knitting. It was so good, that remake. Every now and then, just looking at knitting, and oh man. And I was like,
so
I guess
bad.
that's what I look like in Thor Ragnarok.
I hated it from the first time you heard the first
The first line, you knew it was over.
first effort. I'm like, oh, I'm
It's the Dark Ages because it was effing dark.
It's
Oh no!
the Middle Ages, yes, the effing middle. I'm like,
Yeah. Rubbish.
done. I'm
But
done.
Hellboy
already.
2, The Golden Army is phenomenal.
I love Hellboy 2.
Because
As much as I love Hellboy 1, Hellboy 2 is better.
it's
in
more
my
Hellboy.
opinion. Yes.
The first one, rightfully
Hellboy,
so,
gotta
is,
establish
More Del
is
Toro.
just generic-y superhero.
And more
it-
Del Toro.
Yes.
Was that Abe Sapien in 2? Wait, was
He's
he
in
in
both.
one?
He's both of them.
He's in
Okay.
both.
But
You get
they
the
flick off Fraser's brother. on the voice on the second one. I think they just let.
And then just
Doug
watch,
Jones, that's
Doug
it.
Jones.
Yeah, Doug Jones just does it.
and
all
then
right.
just watch Shape of Water after.
Yes,
And then,
it's a trilogy.
yeah.
Well, that's my biggest thing. I'm like, do I just? Oh, I don't know if I can just watch Hellboy 2. I might have to try to sneak both of them in the week.
I'm pretty sure I haven't
I'll watch
seen
two. I'll
Hellboy
watch
2.
You seen the first one?
I am 100% sure I've seen the first one,
Oh, then good.
but I can't remember anything about the second one.
Yeah, nah, you would know.
If you,
Yeah.
yeah,
'Cause I-
yeah,
you
you
know.
know.
Yeah, we talked during the week, and I was like, the markets and the print, Mr.
Yeah,
Wink,
once you-
Mr. Wink.
Mr. Wink.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
no, and
Especially
and
the market.
the Angel
Yeah.
of Death.
Yeah,
That's the most Del Toro thing in that movie.
yeah.
But yeah, Hellboy, the Golden
Golden
Army.
Golden
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 Army.
Child.
Golden
I was
Army of
gonna say-
Darkness.
Army of Darkness. I was gonna say. But yeah, Hellboy 2, Golden Army.
Alright, next week.
So good.
Good.
What's it available on?
Netflix.
Netflix.
Alrighty.
I think I also heard something this week. Speaking of, there's a Evil Dead. They do another HBO series just got
Oh.
greenlit.
But they
But it's
just had
like
a
Evil Dead
series.
Rising or something though. Like it's from the, yeah. So
That last series was good.
yeah,
Ash vs. Evil Dead, yeah, that's
Yeah.
great.
yeah. But this is like
Well,
a
Bruce Campbell.
before, and Bruce Campbell's involved. So
And that sort
If
of
you've got Bruce Campbell, I'm gonna
and
watch
that
it.
remake they made of Evil Dead was fantastic.
That was great.
That
is
was.
it good as I haven't watched that?
Oh,
Oh my god, what?
Oh, man.
Cool.
Ooh,
best
man.
horror remake.
I was-
For,
The Thing count?
yeah, the thing
Oh.
is the best.
Actually, there was another trailer. It's not exactly comic book based, but I watched this week. New Edgar Wright film.
Oh, is it? Yes,
The
yes.
Last
yes.
Night in Soho.
Oh, that looks
I
so
haven't
good.
watched that yet. Is the trailer good?
Trailer is
Yeah,
amazing.
so
Movie
Adam
looks
was telling me all about it
amazing.
the other day, and I forgot.
It is.
It looks so good.
I love
Edgar
Edgar
Wright.
Wright.
Yeah, it looks creepy.
There's
yeah.
also a music doco that Edgar Wright's bringing out about. I think it's it's going to annoy me
Sparks.
now. The Sparks. They're the band you've never heard of, but they're probably your favorite band's favorite band.
Band.
Sure.
They,
Looks
and I
pretty
listened to a couple of albums. They're actually not too bad. So
Sparks.
Sparks. But yeah, Last Night in Soho. Check the trailer out for that as well.
Yeah,
It looks
I
really
gotta watch
cool.
that. Gotta watch
It looks
that.
pretty good.
Um,
Anya Taylor-Joy's in it, and she's in
Yeah.
everything now.
is that she for Queen's Gambit?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
with her big alien eyes.
Yeah.
'Cause I saw her in The Witch. The Witch is a great movie.
I was wondering where you're going there.
Oh, actually, we also just need a
Split.
big kudos to the young Winnie Cooper lookalike from Army of the Dead, but Dave Bautista's daughter. She,
This is very much young Winnie Cooper.
Instantly, I was like, she looks like Winnie Cooper.
yeah.
People don't know who Winnie Cooper is.
Yes.
She was
Do
on the.
some Googling.
You don't know who Winnie Cooper is?
I don't think
What? Oh,
He's too young for one.
I know. She was the.
The one that
She was the love interest in the Wonder Years. You know what the Wonder Years is?
No.
Okay. Do you know who
Yeah.
Fred Savage is? Okay,
Ooh.
Princess
Yeah.
Bride.
Yes.
The little boy that's getting the story read to him.
Yeah.
He's
That's
Fred
Fred
Savage.
Savage.
Or the
Fred Savage.
Wizard. You know
Yeah,
the Wizard? You ever watch the Wizard?
No, I've heard of the Wizard. I haven't seen
Oh,
it.
we should maybe pick
You
that as
need to watch
a
that.
as a film flashback.
I've heard all about it,
Wow.
and you know,
Yeah.
It's,
Super
Mario Brothers 3.
It's an hour and a half ad. It's
I haven't
excellent.
seen that since I was a kid.
Oh no, I watched it a couple of years ago. It's just an ad. It's excellent. But Winnie Cooper was the girlfriend on the Wonder
Wonder
Years.
Years.
Oh, okay.
Wonder Years was a phenomenal show at its time.
Oh,
It was
Yeah.
set in it was made in the 80s, set in the 50s. It was
Was
a
it,
kid coming up.
oh, cool.
Daniel Stern
Like,
from Home Alone. He
He's
did the
he's
voiceover.
You've seen that parodied
Every-
1,000 times.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
The whole voiceover by the older dude. Lady.
Marilyn Manson's
Yes, yes,
best
yes,
friend.
Yes, yes.
That was one of the best internet rumors before there was the
And
internet.
she's like a mathematician now.
Yeah,
Winnie Cooper.
Yeah, she's
The
like
Dania.
Danica
She starred once in
Mc-
was it How I Met Your Mother?
Yeah, she was in How You Met Your
McKellar?
Mother.
No.
Yeah, McKellar.
Yeah, I think something
Which
like
is
that.
another voiceover.
She's still a very attractive woman.
Bob
But,
Saget?
when I was a kid, Winnie Cooper, she was top of the bunch on
Mm-hmm.
TV.
Very much so.
I'm kind of ashamed I haven't seen the Wizard out of everything.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm shocked at that.
Disappointed in you.
I still
We might
remember
have
when
to
I was a
fix
kid,
Yeah.
we loved that movie, so we went to the video shop at Chippy Norton at shops
Yeah.
back in the day and hired it on a Saturday night, and we got back and we put on the TV, and before we, like, as the video's going in,
on telly?
it's on telly!
Oh, excellent!
So good.
Oh, you'd feel so ripped off.
Yeah, but you don't have ads on the video.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
true.
big
Oh,
difference.
yeah, that's true.
Big difference. Did you get what you paid for? You have no idea what I'm talking about, Dylan, but old people out there know exactly what I'm talking about. Video piracy.
I know some of that. Some of that.
The only other thing I watched this
That's
week,
a
I
good
took a
answer.
bullet for everyone, I think, was the second episode of MODOK.
Oh, yeah.
It's a flashback episode.
Cool.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying about it.
I'll give it a look this week. I just forgot. Last night I was gonna, and then I
Like,
forgot.
the only-
I watched Bad Batch instead, actually.
Yeah, it's really 0 for 2 at the moment with MODOK. I'm going to keep watching because I'm an idiot. And and I probably want to bitch about it a bit, but
Yeah,
I don't know,
fair.
man. Like I smirked a couple of times. I had one laugh out loud, but the only real laugh out loud was later in the episode when he's singing Third Eye Blind, and the robot comes in and sings it, and I already laughed at that in the trailer.
Yes, exactly.
And giggled at that in the trailer. So I'm like,
That was my favorite part of the trailer.
Yeah. So that's the whole story. That he tries to travel back to go to a Third Eye Blind concert.
You do.
Riveting stuff.
That's why he steals a time machine that he built.
Okay.
So like,
Yeah,
it's not Marvel enough that but it's not. Its storyline isn't good enough to be not have that. I don't know. I don't know what they're trying to do. And I also don't know why America got the whole lot in one hit and Disney's doing week to week, but it's also
it's weird.
So some
Disney is smart.
because some people have already seen everything. So
Yeah, because America is on Hulu and all episodes drop.
Yeah, no, but they own that as well.
I know.
I think that'd be about do us. Did
Yes.
we break a record? We go over 2 hours here?
No.
Almost.
Yeah, I was going to say, we're pretty
Almost.
close,
It is
right?
an extra chunky
We
episode.
can wait 2.5 minutes.
We are not waiting too
Oh, well, Bad Batch. Are you watching Bad Batch?
The whole time I'm like, when are we going to end this?
Yeah,
It's
nah.
really long.
I like Bad Batch, but...
I haven't seen the latest one.
This kid, I don't know if I can... I've had about enough
that's
of her.
why I didn't go any further. To be
I've
honest,
had about enough of her.
Oh, no, accent.
The accent does not help at all. And she's the annoying kid character, which is fine. But the accent makes it doubly annoying. And she's also, a bit Mary Sue-ness about her. She's great at everything, which I think is also the plot stuff. But
She a bit of a Wesley Crusher.
Wesley's way better than her. And I don't even like Star Trek. So we 2 hours? That'll do. I'm
No.
going home. Oh, my...
158.
what's the now?
Alright, huh?
Good enough.
Subscribe.
Comment.
Like.
Like.
Sorry for no butt shots this week.